We're live, I think. There's a delay on Twitch, so I don't actually know. We are! I see me now! Hello, one and all! And welcome to the first ever Off the Dome Presents Critical Kindness, a charity fundraiser for Doctors Without Borders. I'm your humble dungeon master, Jordan Brown, and with me, for the very first time, are our Whomping Warriors. Say hi, Whomping Warriors!
Hi, Whomping Warriors!
Oh, hoo-hoo, crackle, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This is so exciting. If you have somehow stumbled in and you don't know what's happening, I don't know how you got here, but I'm so excited that you're here. We're raising money for Doctors Without Borders, a Médecins Sans Frontières. As of this moment, we have raised $23,668.50. There isn't a redemption for 50 cents, so shout out to whoever did that. For Doctors Without Borders, which is really cool. If you go to the Tiltify, which I'm sure someone is putting in the chat right now, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm already sweating bullets. I can't read chat as well. You will see a very weird end goal. The end goal is $26,146, and I know you're thinking that's a weird place to pick. Well, last year, when all the TTRPG content creators got together and raised money, that's how much money they were all able to raise in total, and I'm going to beat that record by myself this year because I am a petty bitch. Before we get to our obviously amazing cast, I want to do some thank yous, because if we wait till the end of the stream, you're going to turn it off. And now I'm going to make you suffer and wait through the thank yous at the beginning. Number one, Amelia from Unprepared Casters. Oh, I could not have done this stream without you. The absolute best in the world. It's just incredible. Thank you so much. Haley, you want to give a plug for your own show?
Yeah, Unprepared Casters. It's a good show. Amelia's the co-host. If you like how this stream is produced, you'll love Amelia's hosting and playing abilities on Unprepared Casters.
Yes, agreed.
We have a book coming out. You can pre-order it right now. It's called Before the Tavern, 100 Character Concepts. It's through Dover Publications. You can pre-order it anywhere you can pre-order books, and it's actually coming out in February.
A perfect Valentine's Day gift. I think it comes out February 17th, but who cares?
They keep moving it.
Also, on the back end, Stella Joe set up our original charity spreadsheet and all of that thing, but couldn't be with us today. So we had Falcon incredibly step in. Thank you, Falcon, for running all of the charity stuff and keeping track of us. Someone just disappeared. That seems bad. It was Krystina. Krystina has disappeared. Krystina is back.
Back. Don't you worry about her.
Great. Well, it's fine.
But now I'm in a different box on the stream.
Yep.
That's fine.
Hey, great news. They don't have names on them, so it's fine. We can shift boxes all we want. All right. Other people. You haven't seen character art yet, but you will very shortly. It's Cait and Ashley. They are Those Girls Press. I'm going to get into the chat for one singular message, because I made a link to their thing. You should do that. Oh, someone already did it, because you guys are way better at this than me. I have great mods. That's the other people I'm going to thank. That is Jesse, Jack, Austin, Damien, Steve. I think that's everyone who's here. I don't know. There might be more. Anyway, they're all great. Did I thank everyone I'm supposed to thank? Oh, a special shout out to one Taylor Moore you might recognize, because after he posted that we're going to be doing this to the Worlds Beyond Number Patreon, we raised about $8,000 more in the span of like 12 hours. So huge shout out to Worlds Beyond Number community. A hoo-hoo crackle. Hey, Brennan, what is the Worlds Beyond Number Patreon?
So glad you asked. Yeah. We lovingly refer to the Worlds Beyond Number Patreon as the Fireside. And for anyone that's interested, you can always come by and check us out and support the show. We have talkbacks of the episodes. We have an 8-episode prequel adventure series called The Children's Adventure that has the main characters as kids. There's a lot of great bonus content over there, and it's a way to support the podcast and also to meet other people by the Fireside that like the show. So happy to share the world of Umora with all of you.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is. We got it. We nailed it. I don't know if he said $5 a month, but if he didn't, that's all it is. It's so cheap. He might have. Look, everything that is being said, I am blacking out for it.
I'll tell you what. But talking about dollars, we're here raising money for Médecins Sans Frontières.
Yes. Now, why don't we? I don't feel like I need you guys to introduce yourselves, but I guess we should just, like, you don't have to do characters yet, but if you want to tell us who you are, I'm going to go in the order on my screen. The beautiful, stunning, as always, Danielle Radford. Hello. Everyone loves you. I guess I could just say your names, because, yeah. I don't hear you anymore, Danielle, which is...
Oh no, I was
Oh,
doing a funny thing where I pretended I was
Great.
muted, but I wasn't. Hi, Danielle Radford.
Absolutely. My favorite thing, technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's great. That was actually mean. I have been having tech difficulties the entire run up. That was not nice. I'm sorry, Jordan. I won't do that game anymore.
That's totally fine. Vigo the Carpathian, I see you up next.
Hi, yes, it's me, Daddy Vigo. I'm just kidding. That's one of my many alters. My name is Taylor Moore. And I do a lot of things. Hey, Worlds Beyond Number, can't recommend enough. Great show.
Taylor also very kindly sent over some music that you were listening to prior to the stream launching, and that was from the most recent episode of Beyond Number. It was Ursulon communing with the forest music. A good way to start this vibe. Although the vibe's gonna be bad real soon. Anyway, Brennan, hi, you're next.
Hi, I'm Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm very excited and happy to be here. We're raising money for an incredible cause. The work these guys do is amazing, and it's wonderful to see everyone's beautiful faces and to be here playing with all of you today. A gift, a joy, a privilege, and honor. Thank you for having me.
Krystina, I see the muted icon next to your microphone on my screen. Which
That's because it was pressed on my screen as well, Jordan. Hello.
Great. I'm glad I can hear you, though. That's very exciting. Hello. You look so stunning today. A new hair just for the stream. We love to see it.
I was at the hair salon for 12 hours yesterday. You're welcome.
Oh my God. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you. I love you so much. Can I just talk really quick? This is very important to say because I did not say it before we started. I love you guys so much, and I'm so happy to be here playing with people that I care about so dearly. Haley, who I now care about dearly. Taylor, who I now think is Brennan, but is not Brennan, but might be, and is really going to throw me off because when one voice is in the thing and the other voice is in the thing, but those lips are moving and those lips aren't moving, it's very confusing. But I am very excited to be here, and this is like the highlight of my day today. Don't tell my children.
I'm texting your kids right now.
Mortal Enemy, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Jordan's nemesis bestie, Aabria. Hello.
Hello. And,
I'm happy to be here. I don't have a little Worlds Beyond Number spiel, but
you're also part of it.
I also go there technically.
Yes.
Thank you.
Space campaign coming soon. Whipjack.
Hi, my name is Haley Whipjack. I'm probably going to have minimum of 3 cats showing up randomly on screen. Some of you noticed this one already. This one is Sparrow. She's just a baby.
Hi.
Ignore them.
Will not.
Never.
Amazing. All right. Well, we should probably play some Dungeons and Dragons. If you are unaware, on the Tiltify, you can give people lots of cool things, +1s. You can aid them, give them some health, give them health potions, give them random potions. Oh, look at that, the donations on the screen. Amelia, the best. Thank you so much. I don't know, I don't think it's turned on yet, but eventually you will be able to spawn a random monster and cause wild magic surges. I would love it if we could get through the intro before we have our first monster. For those of you who have not listened to Worlds Beyond Number, hey, great news. This takes place long before The Wizard, the Witch, and the Wild One, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It's not gonna spoil it, and it is definitely gonna be canon. You heard it here first. All right, shall we play some Dungeons and Dragons, everyone?
Let's.
By your powers combined, is the only reason any of you are still alive. A storm has rolled in off of Reimer's Bay that has lasted for weeks. Apocalyptic doesn't begin to describe it. Rumors locally have been that something has crossed over from the spirit world and is causing this. What else could possibly be creating such a nightmare? We find our players on a ship in Reimer's Bay, headed towards the eye of this storm. Aabria, could you tell us a little bit about what we see and where your character is on the ship?
We see it's hard to pin down what her age is. From what you can see of her skin and her features, it's adult and chiseled and angular, but the shocking white of her hair
makes you want to think that she's older, but the excitement in her eyes reads as younger. She wears black and gold robes, and they're at her shoulders and her elbows, these like points of flexion. It looks like mirror that somehow grew like crystal from those points. And everything about her, the like pressure around her is deeply magical. Like there is no part of her that like wants to suppress how in tune with the lingua arcana and magic in this world that she is. The wizard's spear sits in a chair as the people aboard this ship run around and check in, giving orders that she gives little nods to. She will let them do their work to sail through the storm, but she is not the captain of this ship. The captain will come and report to her. That is who the wizard spear is.
Weeks ago, the wizard spear was given orders. Oh, the wizard spear is on screen right now. She's beautiful. We love her. Weeks ago, the wizard spear was given orders by the Empire to investigate this. Sent out on an airship, but the storm was too rough, and you had to land at Halaker Forest. And you had a full battalion as you entered the forest. Only 2 of you left the forest. How was the Wizard Spear's trip through the haunted woods of Halaker?
It was the version that she will report to the Emperor, may he live 1,000 years, is that it was dire but manageable. Halaker Forest is a nightmare, and I want it off the map. The hatred I feel for the like density of spirit pressure there. My spellbook has chapters dedicated, written in dark ink and splattered with the blood of my lost soldiers, about how old and tethered and strange this place is. Having said that, fertile ground, I've been personally restocked in the resource that I use for my most powerful magic, but it came at great cost.
Also, for the chat, do you want to spell spear? So that they
Spear
get
is spelled, yes. Spear is spelled S-P-I-R, the root word for breath.
That's fun. As you remember those dark moments in this horror of a storm, we move across the ship. I have to imagine nearby, we see Marvin.
Certainly
Marvin,
nearby. Yeah.
would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes. I would say probably same room, if that's not too much of an intrusion on your space.
No, you're good. We survived this. We're locked in.
Yeah. I just, if you needed a minute. You're seated, getting reports, nodding. I'm standing at the back of the room, over 6.5, close to 7 feet tall, just a wall of muscle fused with armor, sort of welded and melded together. How much of it was intentional? How much was an accident? How much was magical? How much was physical? It is hard to say, and I don't think Marvin could tell you either. What matters is we made it, and we're here. And if Spear needs anything, she does not have to get out of that chair. I will do it for her.
Yeah. Marvin, as you are watching the captain of this ship, Jeffrey the Great. Shout out to everybody who donated money to name NPCs in the world of Umora. Huge thanks.
Great.
Jeffrey the Great, the captain of this privateer ship, we'll call it generously, that you have had to make your way onto. He comes in, and I think even in the short time that you have been here, he realizes, he goes to you first, before he goes to Spear. And he comes in and says, Marvin, just wanted to let you know that the storm has not let up. Just keeping you updated. And he like bows and curtsies and like quickly scampers away. An older man, shaggy red hair. He's been well weathered as he is just doing his best to make sure that you are informed.
Keep it up.
But as you think back to your times in Halaker, there was a moment where it was just you and Spear who were left. And I don't want to speak for Marvin, but I have a strong suspicion that Marvin was ready to lay down their life for Spear. As darkness, even in the darkest places of these woods, it seemed like darkness was closing in and a steady stream of footsteps was walking towards you. Just coming towards you. You were moving quickly, and you came into a clearing and saw a donkey talking with... well, Taylor, would you describe what they saw the donkey chatting with?
Yes, the donkey was talking to a skeletally thin, ancient, old human man. If the world of Umora had grown up in the 90s and snuck downstairs at night to watch the HBO cable channel, they would describe this man as Crypt Keeper-like. Long, stringy, sort of gray hair, skin so thin you can kind of see the ridges where his skull is fused together, wearing almost like a Napoleonic, aristocratic suit with like a vest and some epaulets, but that looks 100 years old, rotting in places. You think you might smell mold or some other strange filth on him. He's got some food smeared around his mouth from trying to eat a sandwich on the boat earlier. But yes, in the field, talking to the donkey, this is Velveteen, the manservant and bodyguard of his mistress June.
As you came crashing into this clearing, not the clearing, don't worry everyone, a clearing. You came crashing in. You saw Velveteen, and excuse me, let me flip to my notes really quickly. Eglantine. It's a good rhyming couplet. As Eglantine the donkey looks over and says, "Oh, we have guests."
And of course, if we're going to have guests, it's my duty to serve them. How may I help you?
I just got out of like a life-threatening situation, right? Like I was just running for my life.
Yes.
This is not good. This is not friendly. As friendly as they may think they're being. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you.
I mean you no harm.
And I bend over and curtsy to you. You can hear my spine sort of crack like bubble wrap.
Like I said, go deep down. Look at how deep I'm doing it.
The donkey
and this
also...
is a witch's familiar. You're safe. It's not one of the bad talking asses.
The donkey also bows deeply and says, yes, Eglantine is my name. A pleasure to meet you. We've just been traveling through the woods, enjoying the terrible weather. It's delightful.
Mm-hmm. Spear!
Spear absolutely like traipses through the clearing. Her hand is sunken like to the wrist inside of like a furry, like bright fuchsia creature's chest, and it's beginning to disappear around her hand. What? Ew, what's that?
I don't know. They're bowing.
And bow
Hello.
complete. Another guest. Here comes bow number 2. Welcome to this clearing. I believe you'll be safe here.
Why do you believe that?
Well, because I am here.
I was gonna hit him. I was gonna.
Velveteen, do you think we should take them to the mistress? I think they would be safer with her.
Would love to see these three together. Would you like to meet the woman whom we serve?
The mistress of the forest, of course.
Spirit.
Oh, a witch.
Okay.
And as they lead you, we'll cut back to the boat where we see also sharing a room, Velveteen with his smeared sandwich face. And
Did we not get a clean up on that sandwich? God.
Across the room, a donkey, not excited about being on a boat, and Brennan. If you would like to pop off mute, do me 2 favors. 1, describe your witch, but 2, could you spell eglantine for the chat?
Eglantine, also, I believe, another name for a sweetbriar, which is a type of European rose, is spelled Eglantine. Eglantine, also the name of the witch from Bedknobs and Broomsticks, a live-action Disney movie that is not as well beloved as some others of its time period.
Yeah. But what, as we pan across the room from our sandwich-faced man, what do we see?
There is a woman who is racked with age, carrying a staff. There are markings on her body of ancient propitiations to spirits, great and small alike, and she currently is whispering sweet lullabies to a tiny potted plant and kissing its itty-bitty leaves with sandpapery, oh so dry lips. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Sweet little fern, may you grow in the shadow of great trees.
Yes, we meet the witch June. Does June have a title?
June does not care for titles nor honorifics. She is referred by some as the mistress of the wood, but that is only because she's in the wood and a mistress. It's up to you to determine how to refer to her. She is completely at peace with being simply and only June herself, and will turn up, my porcelain man, and also my donkey. Hello. Hello, you sweet ones. Who are the strangers you have brought before me?
Yes, we cut back to June Cottage on the outskirts of Stonerill as it is just beginning to be built as a settlement. And we see a white-haired donkey and the Crypt Keeper bringing forth a giant armored, red-headed, beautiful person and a nightmare wizard. And the donkey bows deeply to June and says, "Mistress, we have brought you friends. New friends, but friends for sure."
Friends for sure, for indeed in every stranger's heart is a door to friendship and a window to ruin. Hello, I am June Barrowstone. It is a pleasure to meet you. What may I call you?
I am the wizard Spear.
Hello. A pleasure to meet you, Wizard Spear.
It's in the woods. Don't come any closer.
Velveteen, it's all right. Velveteen is eager to protect those within his company, and I am eager to see something done about this terrible storm. Ooh, bad news.
Can I do an insight check, please?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Our first roll of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
11. We're back.
You know you have
Every
luck points
wizard's
and
back.
you have like 30 plus
No,
ones
I
to
said
add.
what I said.
Okay, great.
I got an 11. What is June's deal?
I mean, look, June's hard to read. She's an old woman that seems very friendly. I think that's what you get on an 11.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna open up Rary's telepathic bond with Marvin specifically. Just be like, what is your assessment? This feels like a trap.
Feels like a trap for sure. Not convinced we have other options than to explore this
Fair.
avenue.
Everyone else is dead.
Everyone else is dead.
You port in the store.
Yeah, and as
Just
we
grimace smiles from the Imperial.
are 4 unexpected party members and their donkey make their way to Varick, a town on the coast where you're most likely to be able to find a boat to be able to head out. It's not hard to tell the direction in which this storm is coming from. It gets worse the closer you get to it. As you move towards this town, we'll cut back to the boat, and one of the people that they met in Varick, Krystina, if you could tell us, as we go to the third room on this ship, shared by 2 people, if you could tell us what we see in your room.
Wonderful thing about my room is that my room is not one of the original rooms on the boat. So to enter, you will see a glowing pink door with glitter around the edges, little glimmers of pink electric light coming out of the door. And you open it, and you walk into my version of Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion, which is Barbie's dream house. So when you walk in, you see my closet, and my closet does change outfits for me, so I'm very excited about it. It has my shoes, my outfit that I will wear, my dress. Today's outfit that you will see me wearing is a very cute peak ensemble, and it's a very gothic-inspired bubblegum look, and she is wearing her pink little wings. She cannot fly. They don't serve any purpose. They are just cute, as are most of the things that she has just for the sake of them. She is wearing pink knee socks. She has little pink shoes with a tiny kitten heel. And also there is a little pair of dragon wings on the back of that as well. And she has pointed shoulders. It's a very great look. She has pink flowing hair braided, and she has 2 braided fun buns. And she is named Mage Barbarian. It looks like it might be barbarian, but it's not. It's
But it's not.
barbarian. And she is a bard.
Yeah, as you sit in your magnificent mansion, your Barbie dream house, you obviously much more comfortable than everyone else on the ship. The ship tosses and turns quite a bit. The storm is loud, but you have made yourself quite comfortable. But we cut back to Varick as what was Mage doing when our 4 other companions found her in Varick?
Process of finding herself. I've just spent a lot of time trying to figure out who I am as a person, what exactly makes me tick. I'd like to know who I am, and I'm on a journey of discovery. It's very important to me. So when you see her, she is just walking through the town, writing poetry in corners. Her goal in life is to be a beat poet. And so when you do find her, she sits thinking about, wondering why all this strife.
And was
Is there
Mage?
cat?
Yes. Was Mage magical prior to the storm starting?
Mage was not magical. She was just cute. And that was powerful for a long time, but that power is limited and waning.
Spear, you clock this as you are coming into town. You are used to seeing hedge mages. Like you know what. I mean, per your own words, lesser magic looks like.
I wouldn't say lesser to them. I would
Right.
say hard scrabble.
Yes. Mage is not that. Mage is something different. And I think you very quickly clock that Mage could be a living compass. That if you point her towards the storm, she will get stronger and stronger as you get closer to the eye of it. How does Spear convince Mage to come along this little journey?
I think the easiest and most obvious lever is money. Yeah, in that conversation, Mage, I have access to funds. What can I do to incentivize you to help in an important imperial mission?
Some people are motivated by money. Some people are motivated by adventure. I am motivated by a sheer desire to only do what I want to do in my life. If you make it interesting and I want to, I will. If I don't, I won't.
Understood. I think this will be incredibly interesting.
At this point,
and
a donkey standing nearby goes, I agree. It will be fascinating. Look at this storm.
I just fully Will Smith the donkey.
Yeah.
You have a donkey.
Eglantine,
Not
a
mine.
pleasure to meet you. Again, and look, bowing for a donkey is not easy, gang. But ooh, she keeps doing it.
What
And
Will Smithing is?
Huh?
Oh, Will
Yeah,
Smithing
when you
is
do the like
okay.
arms.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's a presentation form.
exactly.
and I look, because we're gonna keep things moving. We'll say that's enough for Mage to come along. And
Yeah, I just want to add as a little note that like Spear is constantly checking in on Mage to see like just keeping track of like where she's at emotionally and how invested she is. Like this is a potential problem because there's not an easy solve.
But as we cut back to the ship and Mage's dream house, there is one other person in there. Danielle, if you would describe your character, please.
So also sitting in the dream, hanging out, her nails, which has been.
Danielle, you're back to robot.
I'm back to robot. Give me a second.
Hello, robot. Oh, no.
This is why Danielle pretending that her mic wasn't working at the beginning wasn't
Not
funny.
the funnest game. Not the funnest game we've ever played. How am I still robot?
Still robot,
No
yeah.
more robot? Still a robot. Give me 2 seconds.
While we're figuring out the microphone, I'd like to say, Dungeon Master, that June is casting an absolutely outrageous amount of spells on herself.
Great, I love it.
Wait, like what?
We'll all find out.
Yeah,
Still robot?
Still robot.
Oh.
Do you want to try changing the microphone rather than hopping out and hopping in? There's a little button.
That doesn't work is the problem. Is that every time I've done that, it doesn't work.
Kind of like this voice.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
if it
Honestly,
wasn't
it's kind of a vibe.
go for it. Let's hear about Talus. Talus? Look, gang, they told me their names 30 seconds before we started the stream.
This does nothing. And while I'm if you can go on my other like get out of the client here. Sitting on the opulent bed, checking out her nails, incredibly bored. And so she looks around and so is this doing it for your sense of adventure or
Hmm. No.
It's not. You don't think you're gonna be able to write a really good poem about this, sir?
I think the problem with all of this is that it ends eventually. The only certain thing that we have in life is death.
Okay. You know, I would literally kill being an option and not a thing that actually has to happen. I was that kind of the silk robe are kind of shimmering a little bit. Kill for that to be an option and not just I want to go on an adventure. And themselves, some of us have to figure things out. I love you, I love you, but I I I enjoy that this is I think we gotta stick this one out.
I mean, it's not like I can just get off the boat and leave. I mean, I probably could get off this boat and I could leave and I could just, it would be really fun if I just like got in a boat and tried to see how much of the waves would just like cover me and then I could bust out of them and it'd be like a mermaid.
Would being a mermaid be a thing that keeps you on the ship?
Oh, it would be the thing that kept me on this ship. It would be the thing that changed my life. I think that life is simple.
Yeah. Let's go do mermaid shit then. Let's go come back, and then we'll join the adventure enthusiastically, and you can write you.
I love you too.
We cut back to Varric as I'm assuming that Talus has a very nice house that they are staying in because Talus comes from money. And also worth noting, outside of the magical pink door is a like skinny, pale, normally pale, but now extra pale from like the crashing of the waves. Very formal attendant, Percy Darcy, who carries Talus's bags and holds an umbrella for her everywhere she goes. That is, rain or shine. But as we come back to the meeting of our group, I would love Spear and Marvin, as you enter to collect things with Mage to find your way onto this ship, you come into a room with the sorcerer from Gauthmai, who is traveling with Mage Barbarine.
Morning.
Good morning. So we've never seen the sorcerer with Babs before.
No, as you all as the final preparations, as you've clocked that Mage can be your compass. You have your witch and wild one along with you, wanting to end this storm. And Mage's last request, of course, is to bring along her traveling companion. And you find Talus, this sorcerer. Brennan, you're muted.
You're muted.
Great point. Hello, Talus. I am June Barrowstone. I am a witch. This is my friend, Eglantine, my familiar donkey, and this is Velveteen, a spirit of the wide world of spirits, herein on a mission to curry favor with the Queen of Coins, a great spirit of this land. These two seem wary of us. That's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. and these are some other people. We've come here to end this storm. Have you come here for that self-same objective? Also, I have lip balm for everyone. Please take it.
May I
Would
ask
you
you a
like
question?
me to distribute the refreshments, mistress?
Yes, don't use them now. Use
Oh.
them only in a great emergency. Hold on to them, but you can smell them. They are of rose hip and lavender and honeysuckle and butter. Please take them.
Does
And
this
I
taste
guess
like
oh, sorry, go
anything?
ahead.
Does it taste like anything, or does it just smell strongly?
It tastes like beeswax, but it smells like that other stuff I said.
I trust it.
If you're allergic to the tea or whatever, we also brought this.
And Velveteen reaches into his bag of holding and pulls out an alchemy jug and puts it on a table. One of my items was alchemy jug. The alchemy jug is a magic item that can do a lot of things, but the most important thing it can do is produce 2 gallons of mayonnaise a day.
Mm-hmm.
Velveteen reaches over and pours little cups of mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Sandwich time.
Just mayonnaise. You can have it on its own. People frown on it, but with the waves rocking us back and forth in this terrible storm, nothing fortifies a mortal spirit like a little bit of mayonnaise.
It's made from eggs.
I feel
No.
fortified enough. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't think I need the goop.
Traveler, can I have your mayonnaise? If you don't
Like
want
my
it, can I
share?
have it?
You
Yes,
can have
if
my
you-
portion. Yeah, that's fine.
Wonderful. 2 gallons seems like a lot, but it goes quick.
It goes so fast.
Does seem like a lot. You're right.
And as long as we're getting comfortable and my mistress has chosen to spill the beans, as it were, I suppose I should show you my true self.
And Velveteen's skin rips and shreds into a bloody biological
Taylor,
goo. Yeah,
Taylor,
yes, Queen?
can we hold
Yeah?
on 1 second? Because
Yes.
we've lost 2 people, and I don't
Oh,
want them
no.
to miss this.
Okay.
Save the horrifying shit you're doing for a second.
So just hold in the moment.
Hold
I'm
in
holding
the
exact
moment.
moment
Yes.
of the skin ripping.
Skin is ripping. Skin is ripping. I want everyone to remember what Velveteen Gunt's art looked like. Keep that in mind. As
Freaky little zombie.
Freaky little zombie. His skin is starting to rip.
Great. Could be like a piñata. Maybe there's candy in there.
Yeah.
In a way.
I will say, meanwhile, Eglantine is just going to town on that mayonnaise. Just here for it. Got to get my strength up for whatever's afoot. Or a hoof. Sorry, Brennan, I didn't mean to go into donkey voice as you shoved almonds into your mouth. Hey, Brennan, what kind of almonds are you eating today? Let's give a plug to a brand of almond.
We need more almonds these days.
These almonds are a breakfast taco.
Oh.
And I want to. We're switching it up. We're switching it up today.
Really threw me off my game.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to.
Jordan, I'm disappointed in you. So
Thank you. That's fair. Hey, Falcon, if you want to turn on Wild Magic Surges and Monsters, if it's not on yet, you certainly can, because we should
Copy that. Will do.
We should be monster time. For folks.
On that note, we do have 7 Wild Magic Surges from before it was turned off initially.
Great.
And 1 random monster spawn to.
I've got the random monster spawn. That was cooked.
And all 7 Wild Magic Surges. Oh, sorry.
Please.
Can all 7 Wild Magic Surges happen to my donkey right now?
Yes, they can. Should we roll 7 Wild Magic Surges?
You want that
on the
donkey dead so bad.
No. Eglantine wishes to die because every time she does, she learns a new wrinkle about the fabric of our universe.
Oh, that's fair. I respect that. She's a scholar.
Death
Some
is
say
but another journey.
No.
All right, I have my wild magic table up. We're going to start rolling. I have a D100. It's my favorite thing in the world. Let's see where we go. All right, a 62. For the next minute, Eglantine shouts when she speaks. I rolled a 100.
Oh,
Huh.
that's just a million, isn't it?
What are the odds?
Yeah. No one could ever know. Eglantine, look, gang, I didn't make a real thing. Eglantine regains all of her sorcery points. So, you know what?
Oh, that's not the one that's a million.
It's not the one that's a million.
You look great. You're glowing.
A 65. Up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage. Hey, Brennan, how many hit points does Eglantine have?
Eglantine has 20 hit points.
Great. Would you roll me 4d10 and see if she dies?
4d10 on average will kill her.
Maybe it's like a really gentle lightning, though.
Mm-hmm. She's going to choose herself, obviously, because she's not going to hurt. She's not going to be rude.
Eglantine takes 18 points of damage and is fine.
Oh, I was so close.
I'm sorry, Eglantine.
I will just remind you, Brennan, that you do have 2 potions that were donated specifically for Eglantine that are in your potion hoard.
Amazing. I will. Can I use them in reaction, or do I have to wait until all these wild magic surges are done?
We did 79, so Eglantine has illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of her for the next minute. She's also shouting. I'm not going to do it for the stream, but pretend that she is shouting. I'm not going to... Amelia has balanced my microphone. I'm not going to ruin that. Let's see. That's a 12. That's got to be bad, right? Roll a d10. Your height changes by a number of inches equal to the roll. Incredible.
Tall donkey.
Please give me a.
Oh, I rolled a 1. That's a bummer. Eglantine gets very slightly taller.
Jordan, I have a 26 passive perception, so I think that June reacts very strongly and goes, an inch taller. I immediately notice.
Thank you, mistress. 91. If I die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell. We're saving some witch spell slots.
Reincarnate's fun because then you should come back as not a donkey.
She refuses. 69. Each creature within 30 feet of you becomes invisible for the next minute. The invisibility ends on a creature when it attacks or casts a spell, so I believe that is Velveteen and June.
Mistress, you've become invisible or departed to me.
Well, I thought the same thing, but you immediately spoke, so I knew that you weren't gone.
Terrifying.
And I'm going to say that this was 7. Was anyone keeping track?
I was not counting. I should have been.
Great, because here's the one I just rolled, which is a 7, which is you cast Fireball as a 3rd level spell centered on yourself. So I need
the flutteries, like the size changed, all the flutteries around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jordan, I'll
Yes.
cast Counterspell.
Oh, okay.
Counterspell.
Jordan?
No, Eglantine. Your death wish is your business. You don't cast Fireball on me or Velveteen. No. You mustn't.
You do have 2 more wild magic surges that were just donated.
Great.
Jesus.
This is the stream now. It's
This is
you
the
rolling a
stream.
D100 on a donkey.
46. Also, hello, Aabria. Oh, I cast Levitate on myself. Eglantine is now levitating, with flower petals next to her, shouting, almost dead, and 1 inch taller.
Mistress, I suspect something unusual is happening.
And invisible. I forgot about invisible.
Yeah.
Oh
The
no,
storm.
she regains 2d10 hit points. A nightmare.
She has 2 hit points right now.
Yep. I rolled 19. That's a real bummer.
You rolled 19 hit points?
I rolled a 0 and a 9, 2d10.
Oh, she's back to full health. She's invisible and floating and tall. Ah, my sweet Eglantine.
It feels great.
And of course, perfect. We're going to say that this is the end. I think we're at 9 now. She turned into a potted plant.
Invisible still.
Invisible still, but she is a potted plant.
I will say, however, I do have true sight out to 60 feet. So I'll go, Velveteen, you're not gonna believe this. We're gonna have to go get some weed killer because Sweet Eglantine is literally Eglantine now. She's turned into Sweetbriar. What are you gonna do?
Water her once a week, I guess.
That's true. Oh, I should look up how much sunlight they need.
Medium.
Medium. Oh, lovely. And I'll go take my floating potted plant, tie a rope around it, and tie the other half to my belt. So I kind of have just a balloon potted plant, invisible, screaming donkey sort of connected to me.
Yeah. She does turn back into a donkey pretty quickly after that, but we're going to, for the sake of the narrative, we'll let her be a potted plant for a little bit.
For the narrative's sake.
Yeah. Great. So as all of this, as these 9 wild magic surges, that's one of the other things that has happened as part of this storm. It's magic is uncontrollable in this area. And on top of that, there have been sightings of mythical beasts, things that cannot possibly exist. Look, there's a narrative reason why we have wild magic surges. It's the storm's fault. But as all of these surges happen, Flap Dangle Crockpot, the ship's cook, a short, squat man who obviously wears a crockpot as a hat, and you're very confident that is how he got his name, and carries a frying pan, how he got the other part of his name, just attached to his belt as he comes running into the room and goes, Hydra! And runs back out. And he does that in each room. And if all of you would like to assemble to the deck of the ship, a Hydra is attacking.
You gotta build an alarm that's ship-wide. Because the economics of running to each room and saying Hydra.
You can also yell. You don't have to speak so politely.
Nature's alert.
He's wearing a
There should be
crockpot.
no yelling on the ship. That's rude. No yelling on the ship.
We don't yell. We
Dangle
keep our
Crockpot
elbows off
is
the
not
tables.
yelling,
We
yes.
walk.
Very well. Well, Avanti, to the top of the ship to fight the Hydra, and I will start to politely run down the hall.
Mistress,
Wonderful.
wait! I am your bodyguard! I'm bound to protect you!
And as Velveteen is running after the witch June, his skin shreds.
Oh, yes.
Like some
We
sort
never
of-
got to it.
No, here we have. It shreds like some sort of amniotic sac into a bloody goop on the floor. And what you see is you see a 7-foot tall Delft porcelain, like a Chinese vase, like the blue glaze on the white, almost sort of like porcelain mannequin running with its head. His head is a bird cage, and that bird cage is stuffed with an enormous Scudagarus centipede, which is the terrifying centipede that has those extremely high and very long and terrifying legs. And he's drawing a sword that looks like it is made of gums and teeth with eyes and mouths, tiny owls and eyes and mouths all over it.
Wait! Mistress, wait!
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my god.
look, we're going to keep things. Yeah. Look, I still think the glamour's more upsetting. But as the 7-foot tall porcelain doll centipede headman, the witch June, a floating potted plant that is 1 inch taller, surrounded by butterflies. The rest of you all make your way to the ship's deck and see a 5-headed Hydra has crawled out of a whirlpool that is pulling the boat into it, and is climbing towards all of you. I would love for everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yeah.
We're
Coincidentally,
here, we're
while
doing it.
everyone rolls initiative, we have had a donation for a wild magic surge on the donkey specifically.
Great.
Yeah.
She will find no peace.
Right. That is a 64.
What'd you get?
Cool. She casts Fog Cloud centered on herself. So, June and the donkey's back now. She's still floating, but Eglantine is back now, and June and Eglantine are now shrouded in fog.
Amazing.
All right. I'm gonna go in the order I see you on my screen. Aabria, what did Spear get?
18.
Brennan, June. Brennan, you are muted.
June got a 22.
Let's go.
Ooh.
June has the alert feat. Oh,
Yeah, it's a good feat.
Danielle, Talus.
25.
Ooh. Krystina, how is, I want to call her Babs, but how is Mage?
12.
Taylor, how's Velveteen Gunt? By the way, I just want to make sure everyone in the chat knows that's Gunt with a G.
God.
What were they hearing? I wonder.
Yeah. How's Velveteen?
Only a 9, Jordan.
Oh God.
I did bad.
And
You did your best.
dear Haley, how's Marvin?
14.
Great. Talus, as you all get to the top of the ship, you see a 5-headed Hydra. That's how many heads they have, right? Probably. As you see it climbing up onto the bow of the ship, Jeffrey the Great and Flapjangle Crockpot seem very concerned about it. One of the other, the first mate of the ship, Sir Butternut Squash, did we lose Danielle immediately? Oh, and she's our
I am
first.
so sorry for our horrendous tech.
Happens.
Anyway, Sir Butternut Squash, a fully armored pirate, stands with a spear ready to go. And as you get to the top, you see him scream, "For glory!" And he is immediately knocked 1,000 feet off of the ship and is gone forever. Shout out to whoever donated for Sir Butternut Squash. You did your best.
He was hot.
What part of you says that? The bug in the cage?
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
does
yeah. No, the
Velveteen-
bug, the centipede in the cage talks.
Good. I was hoping.
I want to go home.
All right. Talus, if you can hear us, you're up first. If not, we can hold your turn in June if you would like to hit us with some witch nonsense. You are muted.
Ah, yes, some witch nonsense. I will get to the very top of the deck, and I would like to use a bonus action if I can. I'm checking with my witch abilities here. And what I think the first thing I would like to do, which is a Coven of the Green bonus Coven feature, is, let me see here. What is it? Oh, yes, I see it here. Curse of the Grasping Green. I will curse a creature within 60 feet of me for 1 hour. A leeching vine grows around the target. When the creature takes damage, you can take a reaction to choose another creature within 60 feet of you to regain hit points equal to half the triggering damage dealt to the cursed target. So I will call for the grasping vine, leeching blood from the Hydra. And then I will turn to my companions and I will go, "Those here, you may not have fought alongside a witch before. Our craft is subtle and sly and moves in ways that cannot be perceived by all who dream only of magic's wrath and ruin. There are subtler ways of working here, and I will cast a 9th level shape change spell and turn into an ancient brass dragon." Erupt onto the deck of the ship, flying overhead.
I'm on her back.
Mistress, may I?
Where
Yes,
is
ride me, Velveteen.
where is Eglantine now attached to the ancient brass dragon?
I still have a belt, and there's still a floating potted plant coming
Right.
off the dragon's waist.
And there's another
The
wild
dragon's
magic
ice belt.
search for that donkey.
Another wild magic search for the donkey. Got it. Now you see the belt is surrounded by cloud of this ancient. Sorry, was it brass dragon?
Yes.
Great. An
An
ancient brass dragon is now wearing because the donkey got a fog cloud. But we're gonna say that for the sake of the narrative, it is a like tail and head, and then the middle of the dragon is covered in fog. And another
Dragon.
wild magic surge for said donkey. And she, we're not going to have her be reincarnated twice. We'll roll again. She casts fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you. Let me roll a d6. 4. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Velveteen, you can fly.
Yes.
Additionally, Velveteen, you do have a wild magic surge that's been sent on you twice. You've got 2 of those.
Good.
So, Taylor, anytime you would like to roll a d100 or 2, I suppose. Great. Velveteen is flying. There's an ancient brass dragon. Danielle, if you can hear us, Talus.
I can.
Great. Oh, we can hear you, and you sound fantastic.
Friggin' finally. All right. Talus is going to take out her frustrations on my Mac on this Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to, Talus is going to look over at the Hydra. She's kind of going to sigh very deeply. Why is everything trying to get in my way today? And she is going to cast, chromatic orb.
Great.
And so she's going to cast that with let's do lightning damage, and I'm casting that as this is fun, a 9th level spell. That's
Cool.
fun.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Right. I love that for me too. Okay, so does a 28 hit?
A 28 does, in fact, hit the Hydra, yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What does Talus's magic look like?
Talus's magic is just deep within her. So Talus's magic almost looks as she's casting this like thunderous magic on this Hydra. She just like flicks one of her nails at it, and you see as it zigs and zags, like the energy pouring out of her nail, as she almost brushes away, as though she is brushing away something irritating her. And as that happens, the storm clouds that are already there, because there is already such a storm happening, she's able to use that energy and condense that into the area surrounding, and then all of that energy kind of the clouds pause for a second, and then everything opens up directly onto the Hydra, almost like one of those old sci-fi sky beams.
I love it.
Of
Roll
thunder.
your 9th level chromatic orb damage, please.
That is a 10.
That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't, but that's what it says it's doing.
Okay.
That's what it says it's doing.
Great.
It
All
hits, but it only hits a 10. It's very sad. It was a little sad.
You all watch as truly the most epic lightning storm you've ever seen radiates out of a fingernail, and then like someone said in the chat says it should be 11d8, which does feel right.
Okay, then I don't know why I did that then. All right, so let me roll then. All right, so that is okay. There we go. There we go. Now I'm at 31. and now I am at 44. There we go.
Great.
That's much better.
All right, so 44. One of the heads of the Hydra fully explodes. As you are now down to 4 heads on this Hydra, as a massive bolt of lightning hits it. That is going to move us to the Hydra's turn. I think it's gotta be pretty concerned about the dragon that is on the deck of the ship.
Probably not.
Don't see why that'd be a
Um,
problem.
It is going to try to bite said dragon. It does only have 4 heads now. Brennan, what is your dragon's AC?
The armor class for my dragon is 20.
Great. So that is 3 hits. I'm sure this 3d10 plus 15 is going to take
And
out
I
this
am
dragon.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I will be a munchkin here. Has the
Mhm.
Hydra made its saving throw against my frightful presence? I'm very
Oh.
scary.
It has not.
I'm very, very scary.
What is the DC on that?
It's a
It rolled
DC.
an 8, so
It's a
there's no
DC
way it
18.
cleared it. Yeah. All right.
It's a DC 18 Wisdom throw, so it has disadvantage on these attack rolls.
We'll re-roll. That is going to be only 1 hit then, as it is so very scared of you. And it is going to be for 11 points of piercing damage. How's the dragon looking, Brennan?
That was completely trivial. At the end of its turn, I will use a legendary action. And I would like to, at the end of the Hydra's turn, I rolled a nat 1. Fine. The important thing is, and I have to roll my concentration check. I succeed handily.
Right.
Naughty Hydra, do not bite me. Two can play at this game, and my bite is a lot worse than my bark skin 2nd level spell, part of the Coven of the Green. Okay.
The potted plant just goes, "Oh, wonderful joke, mistress." And
Why didn't you do the rim shot? Oh, you're a plant now. You can't.
My hooves, mistress, my hooves. The wizard spear, you are up. Marvin, you are on deck.
Fantastic.
So we've got a dragon being ridden by a sort of porcelain monster that can fly, correct?
That can fly, yes.
I can fly now.
Yeah.
Fun. I'm gonna hang back and I have never seen a witch in action, and I have no idea what I'm looking at when I look at Velveteen. I want to see what they can do. I'm gonna point at Velveteen and cast Enlarge.
Right.
Huh.
All right. So
Hold
Velveteen.
it. Hold
Okay.
that action
I will
until I
hold-
take
I'll
my
hold
turn.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Great.
I hold my action.
Wonderful. Marvin,
so
that is
ominous.
you.
I hate how ominous that is. You can't do that, Mr. Centipede Man.
You'll see what I
Marvin, you do have
When
a
Taylor
wild
says
magic
hold,
surge.
we believe him.
I got wild magic surged.
Yeah.
Marvin got wild magic surged.
Mage, you are on deck.
Where's my d10s? I keep having to put my dice
So
away. My cat keeps trying to roll them.
Let the cats roll for you.
She rolled my initiative.
Let the cats
for me.
roll.
36 for my wild magic surge.
Oh, right. That's me, isn't it? I'm the DM. I know
Uh-huh.
that. Roll a d10. Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If the roll is odd, you get younger. If the roll is even, you get older.
Is it 8?
You are
Just
8.
get sexier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just a little light dusting of
Like how-
salt
Yeah.
into the hair.
A little gray at the temples.
Yeah. Marvin, you are up.
No.
Spear can feel about this however she wants.
Don't worry about it. We can ask about it later. This is not the time for whatever energy
Yeah.
Spear's got. You go.
Everybody feels normally about it. I did have a question for Spear. Do you have any free attunement slots left?
1.
Do you want an enhanced arcane focus? Because I would have just given you that if I knew you had a slot.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you can have an enhanced arcane focus, and that gives you an extra +2 to all your spell attack rolls, and you ignore half cover when you make spell attacks.
Marvin, I'm about to risk it all for you, dog.
Can I say, Jordan, that I just did that because I meant to ask Aabria that earlier, and I didn't.
Yeah. Do you want that to be your
I
turn?
went away for an amount of time.
That's fair. It was Abria's fault, not mine.
Yes, that's right.
Great.
You can have done that beforehand. Look, you've traveled together. You're well equipped.
Thinking. Yeah. I just want to make my wizard as strong as possible. Is that a crime?
No.
Okay.
No. Brennan, write this down for Sworn.
Is Brennan going to be eating the entire time? Not that I've got a problem with it. I love it as a character choice.
I hope he does.
I'm so sorry. Lunch got here late.
Um,
I didn't order queso with the intention of eating it on stream. I thought it would get here before. It didn't, and I am very sorry.
Look,
Let the cats roll. Let the Brennans eat.
I understand it's queso, but for the stream we are pretending it's mayonnaise. All right. Marvin is what
Actual
that
turn.
happened before your turn. Yes, actual turn.
Yeah. Actual turn. Okay. Marvin is going to I'm gonna kind of dig my fingers underneath an edge of the armor that is fused into my skin and sort of pull at it until a bit of magic dislodges and surrounds me in a shield. I'm using my bonus action defensive shield to get 20 temporary hit points. Just a little shield of magic around me. And then I'm going to run up to the Hydra and punch it as hard as I can. My strength is 30. I didn't say that earlier. And I'm really excited to be a sort of punch-based artificer.
Yep. Go do some punching.
Yeah, I can do one because I think I don't get an extra attack. Fun fact, this is the first time I've ever played an artificer and the first time I've ever played a level 20 character. Bad combination. But here I am.
The most complicated class.
I set myself up for failure. That's why I'm punching.
Chat thinks you get 2 punches. I think Chat's right.
I get 2 punches?
Twice. Yeah.
I believe you. Okay, first punch is a 25 to hit.
Super
Second
hits.
Punch is a 16.
Also hits. Punch that Hydra.
Punching. Rolling really good. It's 22 plus 11 plus 11 is 22 plus 22 is 44.
Hey, our second 44, I think.
44
great.
damage from 2 punch.
Let's go.
Yeah, you run up. You're all shiny, your armor, and you just punch a Hydra's head clean off. Just and it's gone.
Nice.
There are 3 heads on this Hydra left. Mage, that is you. Velveteen, get ready.
Velveteen enters a rage.
And hold on. Mage is up. Then
sorry,
you.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm getting ready. Okay.
Mage is watching all of this happen around her and just kind of taking in the absolute absurdity of it. And she feels like a tingle in her body. She gets very excited about it. It's very like, oh, look at this. There's imminent danger. All of my friends are doing really cute stuff with their bodies and their powers. And like, I respect that and I love it so much. And she just like feels her body start to spark and tingle and get like little pink sparks flying off it. And she focuses her eyes on the cutest Hydra to the right. And yes, there is a cute one. And if you don't know who it is, it's probably you. So she focuses on the Hydra and her eyes black out, but it's not black, it's pink glitter. Because just because the voice is dour doesn't mean the style has to be. So she closes her eyes and she goes inside the mind of the Hydra. And it goes dark. So hopefully this works. This is what the Hydra will see. A room, black. A spotlight, shh. A beret, pink. Hydra, can't you see your place in history? Your fate is sealed. The end is near. My voices echo in your ear, fall as I cast. Weird. And
Yeah, tell me what I need to roll.
You need a 17 wisdom save.
Great. We get +0 to this. That's a 5 on the die.
All right, and that's 10d10 of damage. So 70 points of damage.
Okie doke. Yeah, so you watch as we were down to 3, right? One of the Hydra heads just like turns and looks at the other one and is so distraught by the like spoken word poetry, it eats the other 2 heads. There is 1 head left. It has started to devour itself. Velveteen.
Psychic damage.
Sorry? Yeah.
Said psychic damage.
Yeah. Velveteen, please grow big.
It's time to grow big. Velveteen enters his rage and becomes giant in size.
Yeah, so Velveteen goes from 7 feet tall to, I believe, 15 feet tall, which I believe we'll say before your next bit of the turn, Aabria, if you would like to take your action as spear.
Incredible. Yeah, I want to see what. Oh, bigger. Interesting. Love that. Point. I cast enlarge.
Great. So
Please
Velveteen
go
goes
from huge
to gargantuan. Velveteen is now 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide.
Lower half of his body. Yes. The lower half of his body transforms into an enormous porcelain Scudagera centipede, and he's at the front of it like a minotaur, writhing around in the air like a serpentine flying dragon. And his giant organic sword crackles with lightning elemental force as he leaps off the back of his mistress. And wait a minute. So we're both the same size, the Hydra and I now? Or am I bigger than the Hydra?
You are bigger than the Hydra. How the Hydra is huge, you are gargantuan. You are bigger than the Hydra.
I throw the Hydra 30 feet up into the air. I mighty impel the Hydra. And the Hydra has to beat a strength check of 22.
Cool.
Incredible.
Let's see. Oh, hey, we do get a +5 to this roll. This is not impossible.
What?
I have devastating news for you.
No.
I rolled an 18. That is a 23, I believe.
Too bad. All right, the Hydra Lance takes no dip. What?
Would you? I believe you have an epic boon.
I'm an epic boon.
And I'm not exactly sure what the epic boon is supposed to be, but I'll let you use it for this one because it's so canonically great. What does your epic boon do?
Well, the epic boon is where I can just declare that an attack hits, but a mighty impel is not an attack. It is a special bonus action. Oh wait, yeah, sure. Okay,
whatever.
So anyway, I'm still gonna attack this thing.
Look, the mighty impel works. We're using your boon for the mighty impel.
Wait.
It's narratively better if you stab this thing to death.
If you, that means the Hydra is prone.
Okay.
Great. And then I'm gonna use one of my attacks to grapple the Hydra.
I believe I have seen. You're the only character.
Strength.
Yeah, you're the only character sheet I have seen. I believe you have a 29 to athletics.
Not
a 19.
Quite.
A 19 to athletics.
Straight up +20. So yeah, that's a contested strength roll.
Cool. I rolled a 5.
And I have rolled a 33.
Okay. You are grappling the
Hydra. And we have reached $26,339.69, so which is surpassing our goal.
Eddie, goal reached.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Incredible. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome.
All right, Taylor.
Yes.
Velveteen, bigger than the Hydra, has pinned the Hydra to the ground.
Yes. It is now.
Is there any? Yeah, it is prone and grappled. Is that the end of your turn, or do you have anything left to do? Amazing.
Velveteen, Velveteen, stop tickling that thing and kill it.
No.
Get in there.
Why not?
Take it apart.
Why not both?
A perfect choice. Back to the top of the order, Talus. A pinned
Hold
crown.
on,
Yes.
really quick, Jordan. Sorry, the rest of my turn that I was held, can I use? I can use study as a bonus action. I would like to know: is the Hydra a spirit? And can I just get like a little vibe check off of Velveteen? Really, truly crazy. We have to talk about how crazy this is, and there's no universe in which a wizard doesn't go, "What the fuck is that?" and then just stare and try to figure it out for 6 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I can't tell you what Velveteen is. Velveteen is Velveteen. But the Hydra you think is not spirit, because it's not like blood or anything. You think this is a conjuration of the storm, that it is bringing forth these monsters, and that they are not like they're both there and not there, if that makes sense. But Velveteen, I think nightmare is the answer.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you roll?
Yeah. I didn't roll anything.
Oh.
Can I roll something about it?
Interesting.
Sure, you want to roll Arcana about it?
Yes, I do. 35.
Cool.
It's a pretty good
What's
number, out of
what's
10.
Velveteen's deal, Taylor?
On a 35, you know that what you are looking at is not actually named Velveteen at all. It is a very, very powerful spirit, and you recognize from the Scudagera centipede in the cage. You recognize it from local legends and stories in the Shroud Mountains and Halakra Forest. This spirit has been called the White Eye, the Conqueror Worm, Rot, and now, since a deal with the Lady of Coin went bad, and the Lady of Coin imprisoned it in that spiritual porcelain body, Rot Everbound. And it looks like this very horrible spirit of death and decay and filth has now found itself in service to a local witch named June.
Amazing.
Is that everything you were hoping
Thank you.
for?
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You roll
Talus.
a 40, I'll tell you his true name.
Could have thrown a plus 5
A
on
thing
there.
I can do. Great.
Talus, we're at you.
Okay, so there's only one head left.
There's one head left. It does not look good for this Hydra.
It doesn't look good for the Hydra, so it's looking pretty bad. Okay, well then if it's not looking great, I'm going to Talus is going to use just gonna use sorry, I lost the spell that I was going to use. I'm just gonna use Sorcerer's Burst.
You only have 55,000 spells as a level 20 sorcerer.
So many spells. I spent a week looking up spells. It was very exciting. So yes, I'm gonna use Sorcerer's Burst. Once again, I'm gonna keep going because it seems like the lightning is going really well. So once again, kind of maybe a little less cavalier because there is a lot happening over there right now. So instead of doing a flick of her nail, she kind of takes her hand and flexes her fingers and shapes them into the shape of an orb. And as she does that again, you see the clouds kind of swirl and condense and then stop. And then she pushes out, and as she does so, another one of those sky beams hit. And that is a dirty 20.
Absolutely hits.
Gorgeous. I love that for all of us.
And you do
and so
14 points of damage.
I do 14 points of damage.
Great. How does Talus finish this honestly pretty pathetic Hydra?
It was actually 14 points of damage.
Oh,
yeah,
delightful.
Yeah. I'm like not joking. It was 14 points of damage. So as that sky beam kind of rends and goes in, the Hydra, the last head remaining, looks up to see what's happening as the beam darts straight down and through the Hydra's mouth. and the thunder and the lightning and all of those go into, and then you see the Hydra's belly start to expand just a little bit, and the Hydra looks confused, but still, I think at the end kind of is excited that at least they were called the cute one, right? The one left is the cute one.
The one left is a cute one.
It's like, at least I died cute. And as that happens, the beam explodes from within the Hydra, and there are just guts and viscera everywhere. As not only the stomach and everything implodes, but the head of the Hydra, the last head, the cute head, also kind of pops off, still looking just real fuckable, adorable.
No, you can say fuckable, I think. I don't know how Twitch works.
Just real fuckable.
Yeah. The last fuckable head rockets into the air out of Velveteen's grasp. As this last head detaches, the body sort of turns to a black mist, settles off, and just sort of like off into the storm. Reminder, you're in the worst rainstorm of your life. But there is still a whirlpool right outside of the ship. The ship is careening into it. We will stay in initiative for that. June,
Additionally,
yes.
we do have 3 wild magic surges. One is random, one is for Hales, and one is for Velveteen, but just the centipede part.
All right, I rolled a 46.
That centipede.
You cast levitate on yourself. So the centipede, the whole thing is flying, and now the centipede is floating inside the birdcage.
That's kind of cute.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so I have 2 more surges. So I also rolled a 3.
Okay. That is for the next minute. You can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight.
Ooh, I love it. Do I see anything?
No.
Never went around when you need it. And a 38.
Oh, I suppose you actually do see an invisible potted plant.
Potted plant, yes.
Because everyone else is attacked. So,
You hear Velveteen shout,
Donkey!
all right. And then a 38, finally,
38.
for my 3rd magic surge.
Great. 2 flumps floating with little tentacle jellyfish monsters appear next to you and slowly make their way towards you. Haley, if you would like to roll yours.
96.
Ooh.
Let's go.
It's got to be a good number.
Somehow gets hotter.
Exactly.
It's gotta be.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
It is sexy to be vulnerable when you think about it.
And you said there was a random one? That's going to Donkey, obviously. That's going to Eglantine. 15. Our potted plant regains 5 hit points at the start of each of her turns. All right, so we now have 2 flumps and a whirlpool to contend with. June, you are up. The flumps do.
The whirlpool.
The flumps seem less dangerous than the whirlpool.
I will target the flumps. I fly towards them. And I will use my breath weapon to incinerate the flumps immediately.
All right. I cannot imagine there is a way that they could live through this, even if they make their saves.
It's an average of 56 points of damage.
Cool. They
can only save for
points.
half.
They're
fucking toast.
Yeah, 2 flumps who very confusedly just appeared are immediately incinerated by a brass dragon, and you hear them both go, "What?" as they are wiped from existence.
They were just
Velveteen's-
little guys. Those were
Velveteen's
just little
rubbing-
guys.
The source of the storm!
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm rubbing their ashes
I
on
go,
my gums.
You don't have gums. You're a centipede.
Little gums.
His sword has gums. He could rub it on that.
You missed.
There has been an additional wild magic surge for June.
Oh, June.
Ooh.
A wild magic surge.
Okay,
And 1 for Krystina.
And Mage, hit us with your wild
I got a
magic.
43.
And Mage, if you would love to roll a D100, for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns. Also, you can start that right now. It's still your turn.
I will teleport 20 feet, which, let me be clear, I'm so enormous that teleporting 20 feet looks like a video game rendering error. It doesn't even move the full length of my... I just am slightly shifted in physical space. Like, so
Is June
it looks...
slipping through the storm?
I'm stuck in a corner. I can't keep walking into it. And then I will, with my movement, there's a whirlpool, right?
Yes.
Fire for flumps, wings for whirlpool. The thing you need to do with a whirlpool is gum it up. I will fly straight into the whirlpool, and by stuffing it with my body, defeat it.
Yeah. It works. No roll needed. You're a giant ancient dragon. You're bigger than the whirlpool. Like the Flash running around a tornado, your body hits it, the whirlpool stops spinning.
This is exactly how we stopped a cursed toilet when I was younger. We just get in there. You just got to get in there.
Amazing. Mage,
Wait,
what was your D100?
Does Umora have toilets?
Oh, yes.
Annan.
Oh.
Okay. That's good to know. So good to know.
Krystina, do you have a D100 roll for me?
Yes, 60.
Sorry, did you say 60?
Yes.
Okay. You regain your lowest level expended spell slot, which I believe was a 9th level?
Yes.
Great. You regain your 9th level spell slot as the storm grants you even more magic than you had before. As the whirlpool is stopped, as June returns, I'm assuming returning back to her human shape, although entirely up to you, Brennan, if she stays a dragon.
No, I would be staying a dragon.
Great.
This spell is really expensive. It's a 9th level spell slot. We're going to kick it in dragon form for as long as we need to.
You gonna land on the boat?
Yeah.
No, I'll kind of hover around and be like, can we clear some of those boxes near the front? I want to sit down.
Flapdangle and Jeffrey the Great get to work immediately clearing some boxes for you. Deeply concerned about the weight you are about to add to the ship, but don't say anything because you are an ancient dragon. I'm assuming Velveteen, I don't know, Velveteen, I think your rage ends, so you go back down to, I guess, technically huge until enlarge, reduce
I can keep my
ends.
rage going forever.
Cool. You're still 20 feet by 20 feet. So I guess if you real like at this point, like Jeffrey the Great, the captain of the ship, is like, okay, so Velveteen, if you stand over there, and June ? If you sit over here, I think the weight will balance out and the ship will be fine.
I can go.
Oh, wait a minute. I just found out my shape can shape change. So I'll just turn back into June. But it's a disguise my dragon shape change is wearing.
That can't be right.
So it's 100% right. Rules is written. I turn back into June and I go, this is crazy. It's like those little eggs that hide in each other. That's nuts. So, well, I'm okay.
I have an ability called Sneaky, which says, without squeezing, I can move through and stop in a space large enough for a small creature. And it doesn't say a size smaller than you, a small creature.
Great.
So I squeeze down and I compress myself into just sort of a canister
You
shape.
are well, human isn't the right word. You are a cube that can now fit into places. It's the most upsetting thing anyone has ever seen.
It stinks. Oh, you smell it.
We have had a donation.
Why does it stink, Taylor?
For a wild magic surge for everybody. So each person gets 1 wild magic surge. Additionally, we have had another donation for Mage for a wild magic surge.
Great. If everyone could roll me a D100, please.
And mage 2.
And mage 2. The donkey returns to normal at this point and says, "Oh, mistress, you are back. Good to see you. And also, oh, mistress, will you tell a joke, please?"
Yes, there once was a man from Umora who, oh, that's a limerick. Wait, hold on. That's not a joke. Knock, knock.
There.
A great spirit.
A great spirit who?
Oh, it sounds like an owl great spirit. Ba-dum-bum.
And then Clip clops a badump-tiss and hits it right on the deck. And says, "So happy to have my hooves back." All right,
And
gang,
June has an additional wild magic surge.
Great. All right.
So I got an 83 and then a 77.
Each creature within 10 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage. You regain hit points equal to some of the necrotic damage dealt. I don't think you've been hurt. Everyone takes 9 points of necrotic damage. And sorry, what was the second one, June?
77.
77. You cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's duration. Do you choose to fail the saving throw?
Yes, I do.
Great.
They will never see it coming. A sheep. I am a sheep disguised. I am a witch disguised as a dragon, disguised as a witch, disguised as a sheep.
A real Umora nesting doll situation we got going here.
This is why wizards don't respect witches. They're crazy.
Speaking of, Spear, what was your wild magic surge?
Roll a 63.
33.
Oh, Spear, not Spirit. Sorry.
Oh, boy. Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute. But I'm just going to say, for the fun of it, if we don't have a fight in the next minute, just hang on to that one. That one's yours till the next spell cast.
Okay, let me know. I'll start a fight right now.
Great. Velveteen, hit me.
Some of these guys have weird vibes. We could just start a fight.
You cast Fog Cloud centered on yourself.
Sorry.
Yes, a square, stinking cube of a centipede porcelain doll is now covered in fog. Mage, what were your two?
I got a 29 and a 71.
29. You teleport to up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see. So you can bounce around the ship. You said 61?
71.
71. You gain resistance.
It was 29 and 71.
You gain resistance to all damage for the next minute. So you teleport 60 feet to wherever you would like, and then you're feeling so strong. Mage cannot be stopped. Her magic only grows stronger. Marvin, what do we have?
79.
I love that.
Butterflies and flower petals next to you for the next minute. And Talus.
63.
You also cast fog cloud on yourself, so we got a couple of clouds of fog hanging out on the ship. As all of this happens, you all see an old. You see an old. Sorry, I was just informed we've paused wild magic surges for a bit so that we can move forward.
Before we did that, though, we did get another one for Danielle and for Velveteen. We also got a random monster spawn.
Okay, great. I will roll random monster.
Fun.
The Tiltify comment for the random monster surge was, Aabria asked for a fight, I will deliver.
Well,
thank you so much.
Great.
We got a second random monster spawn. That comment says, use that max damage spell now.
Oh my god, thank you, I will. What is it?
A mummy and...
Bigger.
It's not going to be bigger. Oh, and a carrion crawler. I have to up because I don't know what it is.
Can you mash them together
Absolutely.
and make something scarier, please?
Quick, do some fucked up alchemy to him.
Yeah, look, you
Yeah, mush 'em.
you watch as a thing was about to happen, but instead, at first you think it's Velveteen has somehow escaped the bird cage, but it's not.
Oh.
It is this horrible 10-foot tall bug with so many tentacles, so many teeth, and also wrapped in bandages because it's a mummy too.
Amazing. I
And
want
look,
to stare at the little marshmallow that is Velveteen while this happens, and I'm just gonna no look point and
Mhm.
cast Disintegrate on whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
We're gonna upcast it to 8.
Cool.
So that maximized damage is 16d6 plus 40. It's 138 points.
Great.
Technically, there's a dex save. I'm going to use my secret of physical variance. What does this thing look like it's the worst at? Con, strength, or dex?
It looks like it's the worst at charisma, but out of those 3, it probably isn't super strong. It looks like it wiggles around a lot, but doesn't do a lot of doesn't hit the gym often.
Okay, then we'll change it to a strength save.
Great. What's
Difficulty
the save?
22.
Cool. Yeah,
22.
With an 18 on the die, still doesn't clear it. And you all watch as the wizard's spear raises a finger. Is that right?
Yeah.
In an instant, one of the most upsetting monsters you've ever seen no longer exists.
I'm applauding. Very politely.
Thank
I knew him.
Did you? How?
We dated for 6 months.
I'm still
How'd it
snapping.
end?
I'm just so used to snapping for I'm so used to snapping for my friend. That's the only way I can applaud now.
6 months? That seems like a real inflection point. Like, I feel like a lot of relationships in Umora end at 6 months.
You mortals
What
would
is
think
that?
Are you a
Oh,
sheep right now,
careful!
dude?
I'm having a bad time.
Jesus.
I love that.
Look, this is maybe the happiest you've ever seen Eglantine, and she is always happy. A sheep and a donkey hanging out, just a dream come true. As this is happening, you all see, Amelia, if you could throw up the Mother Mole art, you see an ancient-looking mole woman, I think is the best way to describe her, shuffling slightly towards you, and like really struggling, and she looks up and says, "Oh, brother Velveteen, would you give me a hand, please?"
Yeah, sure.
Anyone who would like to can make either a history or arcana check.
I would like to. 34.
Well, if you get to 40, I'll tell you her true name.
I got a 1.
Damn it!
You got all these plus ones. You can just.
Hold on, can I just buy?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can buy plus ones.
I
have
spend them.
Great.
Okay, I spend 6, please.
Great.
I rolled a 2 on the die. Can I spend all of my points to also learn the true name at the same
Yes.
time?
Yes.
All right. I go, the sheep just goes, learn it. Learn it. Just blow all my plus ones.
What are we trying to beat?
Brennan, was 2 your total, or was that just on the die?
2 plus 1 is 3, plus 37 is 40.
Beautiful.
Just making sure I know how many plus ones.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Great.
I rolled a 19.
Cool.
Arcana.
Yeah. Talus, I don't anyone else who was like 15 to 20-ish, you would recognize this, a great spirit known as Mother Mole. And
Great spirit.
Yeah, a spirit of creation, a spirit that builds forests, mountains. Like she as unassuming as her shape is, her power is. I will say, with our 40s, two things immediately come to mind. One, her true name is Balakash. And two, one thing that
Marvin
Balakash
likes it.
universally has is a walking stick that is a spinal cord. And she does not have that with her, as she is like hunching over trying to get Velveteen to help her.
Mayonnaise? Refreshment?
Oh, yes, please. Well, I suppose not. I am dead, after all. And she, like, takes your arm, or one of them. I'm assuming you can...
I'll pop up to, like, normal Velveteen Spirit mode. I've got an arm.
Great.
For Mother Mole, dress nice.
She says,
Aww.
She says, it's, yes, I am afraid I am dead. Real bummer. But you're here, and you could solve my problem. This storm, some real nasty spirits came after me. Real meanies. And they wanted my staff. Our 40s, you would know it as a, like, incredibly powerful relic. Staff of creation. Can do things like create an apocalyptic storm if it was not tended to. And she says, in the last moments of my life, I hurled it across the plains of existence. I think it landed here, if I had to guess. And she says, she looks to all of you and says, it's very important that those mean spirits don't get their hands on that. There could be real damage done if someone wanted to.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, of course, Mage.
How long have you been dead?
Oh, my. About a week, I think? It's a bit difficult. Once you die, remembering how long I was alive was difficult enough. Remembering how long I've been dead has been even more challenging. But since around whenever the storm started, roughly then.
So do you feel different, or do you still have to deal with the emotions thing? Do you have big feelings, or are your feelings more like
she locks in with you so hard and is like, death is darkness. Death is truth. Death is something we must all go on, dear mage. And then she does a little snap and smiles at you.
Dope. One day.
Velveteen, she like gets closer to you and like whispers in your ear, question mark, ear area, and says, "Don't."
I just turn in the cage to her face.
Yeah. She says, "Brother Velveteen, don't let the others take it. I will put in a good word for you."
Oh, well, okay. That puts me in a tight spot, because I've already sort of made a bargain with the witch over there. So I have to do what she tells me to until the storm is past.
Well, then, and as you hear that, as you say that, you see you've approached truly the worst part of the storm, and it's like a pane of glass. There is so much water, and you shatter through it, and it like explodes in like shards of rain, and is the loudest shattering noise you have ever heard, and suddenly you are in the eye of the storm, and it is calm and it is sunny, and in front of you there is an island of sand and stone. And she looks and says, "Tricky, eh?" And then looks to the rest of you and says, You'll find the staff in there." And she sort of like starts to shuffle away and just kind of like blows away on the breeze.
This
I had so many
what
questions.
next?
You can call her back if you want to ask
Walk
more.
into it? Do you guys just do we walk? Can we swim to it? Is it more of a can I teleport into it?
You can absolutely teleport into it. I will say, at this point, you all realize you could sleep if you would like. It is the first time that there would not be a storm disturbing your sleep. However, you did just make the loudest shattering noise in the world, and you imagine that if there is something waiting for you inside, it has heard that.
We must sally forth. There is no time to rest. We must journey to the center of the island, there to reclaim the staff of Mole Mother. Once we have done this, all of us will split the staff into equal pieces, taking it back to our respective homes and putting it under a charming glass cloche or display case, I assume.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
that is exactly
Love
what I would do.
As you demand.
Knickknacks are great.
Or we can give it back. I wasn't listening to exactly what Mole Mother said before she departed. Did she want
No,
us to give
she
it back?
said she doesn't need it.
Very well. Very well. Then onward to adventure, and I'll leap in my sheep form into the water.
Are you just sheep
Hey,
paddling?
Eglantine follows suit.
I immediately begin to drown, my heavy wool dragging me into the sea.
Oh, sheep are famously bad swimmers.
And Velveteen leaps in.
I cast water walk.
Oh, now I'm drowning, mistress.
And the whole party. The whole party can have
He's
it.
made of porcelain. Eat it.
And we have had a
Thank
random
you.
monster donation.
Great, thank you. All right. Oh boy, that's gonna be a mean one. We'll hold on to that for a minute. I think what time is it? 4:08. I think we can turn off random monsters.
Copy that.
Thank you. All right. So as you all immediately begin to drown and then are saved by Marvin's water walk spell, a sheep, donkey, porcelain man, and the normals walk across the water. This mage, you teleport to the beach, not even having to deign yourself to touch, to not even walk on the water, just immediately onto sand.
Vibes.
You all make your way. There's a cave here, an opening that you can make your way into. Is there anything anyone wants to do to prepare as you head in that you have not done already?
May I check in with Talus?
Of course.
Whew. That was a really long walk. How was your teleportation? Was it nice?
You know, that's really the only way to travel.
Yeah.
It's new,
Yeah,
but it's so efficient. Hey, are you okay? This is like, it's very fun. I'm having a great time. I have no desire to leave at the moment, but you are my only real friend, so I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see what's going on with this whole staff thing. You know?
I really like that old lady.
Oh, the dead one. The one that's super dead. The one that's like, we're all dead and like death comes for us all and death.
Do you still
And
call me if you're dead? Like if you're like an old lady who's dead, and like, do I still call you old lady, or do I just refer to you as dead lady at this point?
You could say dead old lady. I'd probably say dead
Yeah.
old lady.
But I mean, here's the thing. So I always wonder, like, do you stay in the form that you go? Like, obviously we can't prepare for these things, and that's why you're supposed to dress like any moment may be your last, because that's your death outfit that you're gonna haunt things for, like, for the rest of eternity. And that's just
Sure,
such a
we
big
all know that. That's something we all commonly know.
Yeah, I mean, it's common knowledge. I feel like everybody knows when you wake
Mhm.
up in the morning, it's kinda like how you don't leave your house without underwear. Because what if you, like, get off of a ship and you drown,
Yep.
and then you're just kinda
Yep.
stuck in that too, but, I mean, I just wonder about that old lady and her staff because, like, wouldn't she have a ghost staff? Like, I don't understand how she doesn't have a ghost staff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about you. Maybe she's just has a confidence in herself that the rest of us don't, because if I could not be that when I die, I would do that. I would do that. That would be my I would decide to not look
But,
like
like,
that.
so obviously she died without the staff in hand, right? So somebody
That would
obviously,
be
like,
my guess.
took it and then they were like to her, you know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how
There's
she doesn't have a staff. It doesn't make
yeah,
sense to
that
me.
it's seeming like they're very dangerous, so they probably took the staff off of her and then killed her. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really good read. Also
It's a
great
really
poetry in earlier.
Yeah, I don't know, I might change my medium. I feel like maybe it's not speaking to me anymore to be a beat poet. Just wonder, like, as I'm evolving and becoming more powerful, maybe, like, my talent is well, like, I'm just not a good poet. I think that we all should understand that and comprehend it. So, I don't know, next phase, next art hustle, see what happens, change.
Maybe we could do something with the
Always
staff. Mixed medium.
medium. Ooh, I wanna go find the staff now. Let's go find those people.
Let's go find the staff.
Amazing. As you all make your way into this cavern, um, it's it's mostly made of sand. It doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of like wall structure here. It shouldn't exist, but you as you were leaping off of the ship, you did hear Jeffrey the Great go, "Wasn't here a week ago." So you can't imagine that this island is new. And as you're I can't wait for Aabria to switch back to her computer and hey Amelia, we're about to have
God bless. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
but yeah, you make your way through this cavern and you come finally to this massive chamber, 90 feet on all sides, 90 feet in the air, square, giant room. Standing near the back of it, you see a gigantic stone Goliath creature, a granite unit synthesification, or GUS for short. Shout out to our last named NPC of the game. You see Gus, this huge, monstrous, 20-foot tall, arms touch the ground. There are glowing runes on his arms, chest, and head, and two like emerald glowing eyes set in his body. If anyone would like to make a perception check as you enter in.
Can I make an investigation instead of perception?
Sure.
Hey, thanks.
That's a natural 20
Let's go.
for a 31 perception.
Ooh.
29 for investigation.
Cool.
I also have true sight.
Oh,
I'll remind you.
I also have true sight.
Yeah.
I also have true sight.
The
We
art
all like
is
that one
up.
boon.
That is what Gus looks like. He is not it's separate. I will say, all right, I'll say with true sight, those of you with true sight, you can see there are some stalactites and stalagmites. And the stalactites, there are 5 of them near the entrance. There are 5 living spells inside of each of them. June with your 20 and a true sight, these are some fireballs just hanging out above the entryway, waiting for you to roll on in. Behind Gus, you see in a stalagmite, right? That's the one that's coming up. You see there are 2 stalagmites, and they are, what is the name of the spell? Mass heal? It's the big one. The big bad one that heals you 700 points. There are 2 living spells inside stalagmites behind Gus. That's our true sight, folks.
That's fun.
And Gus can't speak. He doesn't have a mouth, so we can just go ahead and roll initiative.
Poor Gus.
Poor Gus.
He's fine. He gets what he gets. Ugh.
He's a big unit, you know what I mean?
I do want to declare that as we were walking in, Velveteen has a cage of live rats and took a live rat, which is on my character sheet. Took a live rat and grated it like a cheese on a cheese grater on his sword. And that gives me 1 temporary hit point.
Great.
1?
I spent.
What?
It's a rat. It's a rat. It's a rat.
It's the grating. The grating is the
Yeah.
part that's like it's a rat. It's bad, but also the grating.
It helps.
Yeah.
I used 2 luck points to roll a nat 20 for my initiative. That's a 27.
Great. Love that, June. Also,
Burning these luck points, baby.
I'll say with an investigation check for Spear, it's one of those like, did anyone ever watch Psych where like he catches a reflection and like there are like 3 things that are reflecting? The spine is the spine of Gus. The walking staff is on Gus's back. He is.
Oh, that's fun.
He is the spear, or the staff. I mean. All right. June is at 27. Spear, what do we got?
12.
Cool. Mage.
It's called the 20. I took a picture so you could see it. The
trust
20,
you.
the nat 20. And I have a +0 initiative, so
Great.
just say that 20.
Incredible. Talus.
15.
15. Rat Grater.
24.
24 for Velveteen. And Marvin.
13. I'm hanging out down there with my girl.
Love it. Cool. You guys are 90 feet away. There are stalactites filled with fireballs above you that you imagine will fall the moment you walk under them. But June, that you are up first.
Are we far enough away that that everyone's farther than 20 feet from the fireball point of explosion?
Sure. We'll say
then I will say
we'll say you're 30 feet out of the room, so 120 feet from our rock monster.
And I communicated everything I saw too, just so we all know what we all know.
So I will go, fear not, comrades. There are subtle ways for a witch of means to deal with spells of fire hidden in stone, earth, and fire. Ancient cousins born aloft in dragon. And I'll cast shape change again to go from sheep to ancient brass dragon and fly straight into all the fireballs.
Great. That is 5.
So now I am witch, dragon, witch, sheep, dragon.
Yes.
Great.
Bogged down in the valley-o.
Yep.
I like that.
Brennan,
That was
5
was
DC
so
18 Dex saving throws, please.
I will voluntarily fail all the saving throws.
Okay. Let's see. That is
The okay is funny to me.
40 D6, please. 139 points of damage, fire damage, obviously.
Yes.
As
Great. I take none. I am immune to fire damage in the
Yeah.
form of a brass dragon.
There it is.
as you all watch, more or less a nuclear bomb detonate at the front of this cave. Wildly, nothing else is damaged, including the dragon who goes flying in.
The subtlety of witchcraft is not to be underestimated. You understand. My oh so subtle art. To take a single thread of fate and pull it ever so slightly, such that what was a sheep is now a dragon, and what was 5 stalactites are now 5 exploding spells. To think, careful and tricky are the ways of witches.
Anything else you would like to do on your turn? You've used 30
As a bonus
feet of your
action,
movement.
as a bonus action, I would like to hoot and holler.
Great. Yeah, that I sorry, I didn't cover that for the stream. Part of my homebrew rules are hooting and hollering is a bonus action.
Okay.
Amazing. Velveteen, that is you. There is a flying dragon sheep, or excuse me, yes, dragon sheep witch, dragon witch that has just detonated all of the fireballs that were possibly problematic. Not anymore.
Yeah. Velveteen was standing with his back to the side of the door, like he's not a SWAT team, and he's holding up the big flesh sword. Come on, hungry boy. To the sword, he says that.
Yeah.
He calls the sword Hungry Boy.
Don't emphasize it.
And for the listeners at home, I'm using the Black Razor stat block with a little bit of Umora color on there. You're welcome. All right. Velveteen then rushes in.
Great. What?
Entering rage and becoming giant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look.
No, I already had my rage. Ha ha.
You're never not raging. So you
I
can just
maintain my access to a bonus action.
Yes. What? So you're 90 feet away. 100. I think I said 120, which is unfortunate. But Velveteen, what do you do? You just run as far as you can.
I run up to where the dragon has landed, and then go in front of her to protect her.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Mage, you can go at 20. There is a layer action, but we'll do Mage. You can go first with your nat 20.
Just some little information before I do this. There's the golem gentleman.
Yep.
Is there?
Gus.
And
yes.
how far is he away?
You're 120 feet.
And the little dee boop things, they've all been destroyed, or they still exist?
The fireballs have all been destroyed. There are 2 mass heals that are behind Gus, so they're like 125 feet away.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So Mage is just kind of processing all of the things and figuring out what she's going to do because she is beyond her range of 60 feet. And I don't know if I have a magical action that could change that. But if I did, that'd be really awesome. But I guess
I'll say
I do not.
You can still teleport 60 feet. We'll let your wild magic carry over if you want to teleport 60 feet so that you are now 60 feet away.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Because this is fun. So Mage is really excited now. And she teleports herself over. And as you know, she's retired from beat poetry because it just was no longer servicing her life. And she would like to look at the golem and say, words have meaning, they're damage dealing, things that can't survive a healing. I possess a special set of skills, but best among them, power word kill. And I'd like to make it explode from the inside out, if you don't mind.
Cool. Power word kill, is that?
Yes, so
Right.
with
The creature does
power word
have
kill
more
at
than-
night.
Yes. So sadly, Gus does have more than 100 hit points.
Damn it. Well, you know what? I got in his head, as one
Yes.
is wont to do. So
He's
I
been-
will still be able to hit him with. Where'd you go, Addition? What happened? 89 points of damage.
Great.
Let's
Um,
go.
Cool. Gus didn't care for that. But
But
it is difficult to tell
Don't.
because he's a rock monster. On initiative 20, I need a DC 22 wisdom saving throw from everyone per magic item you have on you. At disadvantage if you are attuned to it.
Does the alchemy jug count?
Are you attuned to that jug?
No.
The alchemy jug does count as a magic item. You do not have to roll at disadvantage for it. I would just like to know how many failures. Hey, Brennan, I learned it from watching you, Dad.
I cannot
attuned
believe
to
I've been thrown
6
back into
things.
calamity again. $22?
DC 22, just tell me how many failures you have.
You said wisdom?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
And it's disadvantage if you're attuned to them.
correct.
Yeah.
You hate me specific.
Look, I am sorry that I did message you last night. Don't forget, you can attune to 6 items.
You did. You specifically were like, by the way, just want to make sure you remember. You can get all your cool stuff. You scared Hermes off because you're being mean to me.
That is correct.
So it's a spell?
It is a magical
Is it-
effect.
is that
It is not a spell.
Okay, so if the thing I am attuned to gets me advantage, does that mean I only have to roll once
Yes,
instead of rolling with disadvantage?
correct.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. God damn it.
Jordan,
Oh, I didn't do.
I
You
failed,
watch
I
as-
failed 2 of these.
You watch as Gus's
But I used my
eyes
luck points.
flash green and just magic surges throughout the floor, and you feel a magical infestation run up every magical item you have on you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you. Your random potions do count as magical items. So
Like
go ahead
100
and
things.
tack on, it looks like 6 more saves per person.
ooh,
Those
Jordan.
are... Yes, Haley.
Alright, so that's fail.
All right. Who's got numbers for me?
You're making me roll more dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while. 3 fails total.
Great.
Jordan, 4 fails for Velveteen.
Wonderful.
Yeah, 9 fails, Jordan.
Got it.
Perfect. You're the best of us.
1, 2, 3.
That's just all fails, babe. It's just all failing.
No.
How many is that, Talus?
How many fails? Because what
Yeah.
we were rolling 7?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
that's what all means. That's what
Okay.
all means, Jordan.
And I
June?
failed
Means all
1.
of them.
Sorry, June, how many?
How many
Brennan has
failures for all of my
Yes.
magic items?
Yes.
I will elect to fail 100%.
Great.
What?
We must
may-
not be troubled by our attachment to material things.
Kill this witch.
We must not be troubled. We must not be troubled. Every object is a spirit within an egg, and when the egg hatches, it returns to the supernal world. Goodbye, sovereign glue. Goodbye, jester's mask.
I lean over.
Goodbye.
I lean over to Marvin and I say,
She fucking loves the alchemy jug, though. You try to get rid of that alchemy jug, she pitches a little fit.
Yeah. Your magic items are not destroyed. Mage, how many failures for you?
That's good at least.
That's a lot of items, so I'm just gonna go like 1 success.
Great. Cool. So each of you are charmed for the amount of rounds that you failed. You see everyone in the room as an enemy except for Gus.
You did?
Let's go, level 20. What can you do? Hey,
Oh my
Spear.
God.
I'm so sorry. Talus, you are up next. Everyone is an enemy. If you'd like to roll a d6 to
Everyone
determine
is an enemy?
Yeah, except for Gus. If you'd like to roll a d6
Yeah,
so that
let's
you
roll-
randomly decide.
Incredible.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to do that. I like that.
Great.
Let's roll me a d6. That's cute. So a 4.
That is Velveteen on my screen.
Ah, bummer.
Get
Okay.
nasty.
So well, I'm gonna have to. So since I am charmed by Big Unit over there, turn to Velveteen. I guess my brain's still kind of, because Big Unit's great and Velveteen literally finds rats. So I am going to, oh boy, get nasty. I am going to cast Magic Missile. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at a level 6. I am quite sorry.
I believe those automatically
And
hit.
so yeah.
You can just roll your
and
damage.
so that
Marvin, you are up next. If you want to roll
mhm.
your d6, or if you have an enemy you'd like to pounce on.
Reading through my whole character sheet again, real quick.
Yeah.
so that's gonna give me I think that's 11 points of damage.
That doesn't seem right.
Is it wrong? It's not wrong.
Yeah, that
It's
should
not
be
wrong.
much higher.
Oh no, yeah, that's right, because I missed a couple of
And some
missiles.
pluses in there.
Jeez. Yeah, and some pluses in there. I'm still going. Okay. Yeah, no, that looks like that's a 22.
Velveteen, you take 22 points of, I believe, force damage.
Okay. Velveteen does not notice.
Great. Marvin, you are up.
Yes.
Why are you looking at
am
me weird?
You want to roll a d6, or you just want to you want to pick somebody out?
On a roll of d6. I think what's happened is this charm effect has occurred to this artificer who is such a good loyal boy. Such a
Oh,
good
no.
loyal knight.
Oh no.
And it just sort of like transfers it, you know?
Hey, let me tell you this much. You look over. Spear has so many potions. It's
Yeah.
way more than the standard allotment that a soldier would get. The only
fire
possible
jealousy.
explanation is she killed all of the people you were traveling with
Must
and
have.
changed your memory.
Well, and here's so many potions, so strong.
Yeah.
Looks probably pretty easy to hit because of the like wizard of it all, you
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
And also that's my big rock best friend over
Yeah.
there. And I don't want the wizard hurting my big rock best friend.
I think you gotta go punch.
I think I
Yes,
have
you
to. Well, I think
do.
first what I have to do is cast Sanctuary on my big rock best friend.
Great.
That's really
Damn.
Because I will not see him injured.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go punch Spear twice.
Yes. My armor class is 15.
It's 15.
Mage armor. Mage armor, baby.
Oh.
I'm a wizard.
Oh, baby.
This is
Oh,
gonna
baby.
hurt.
I add 16 to hit, baby.
Do it.
Bum. That's a 31 and a 25 to hit. I think I got you.
I think you got me, big dog.
Might adjust. Dice.
Is very funny.
15 plus 22 is 37 punch damage.
Ow. You hit the wizard very hard.
Spear. You
With
are
the gauntlets, you probably helped meld into my skin.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Am I up now?
Yes.
My whole turn, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was crazy. I want to hit you. No, I guess we're doing fights. Got it.
You can decide, like, look, I think we can all agree whose spear would be most attracted to killing.
That's interesting because is that true? I'm gonna give myself time to think. I cast
Okay.
time stop.
Great.
I was hoping somebody would cast time stop.
You know I'm gonna. Great.
The second
And,
we hit 20th
with this-
level, I said, God damn it, I want time stop.
Yeah. All
I got
right.
time stop, time stop.
I now
Time
have
stop, so dope.
4 rounds to decide what I'm gonna do to everyone here.
Great.
Cool. Let's begin.
Okay.
I I smack my staff of power on the ground, and there's like a weird neck piece that's like hard to see unless you catch the light or have like true sight. It looks like a dragon's mouth, but made out of like chrome or mirror. I'm going to put over my mouth and take a nice big inhale and exhale, like cloudy breath, as armor grows over my body. And we're going to switch over to paladin mode now. So the
Right.
wizard spear is now a 20th level paladin. As I smack my staff of the magi on the ground, I'm going to conjure elemental. But what that actually is I'm going to dump out the spirit that I trapped in my armor, that like bloody pink carnivore that we found in the woods. So now we've got. Hey, Jordan, pick a damage type.
Oh, it
You
feels
get to
like psychic
decide.
damage.
Okay, I can't do that.
Okay.
Let's call it thunder damage.
Love it.
So we're gonna pour them out, and then you get to decide who they attack. It's not me, but it can be anyone else here. And they're gonna do 8d8 thunder damage plus
Great.
4d8. They're gonna try to like hold someone down.
I rolled a 3. That's going at dragon, sheep, witch, dragon,
Perfect.
witch.
Perfect. That's not gonna hit until after the time stops over.
Yep.
Second up, let's walk around to the back. And I'm going to dispel magic on both of the heels behind Gus.
Okay.
I just don't like that being there. I don't want to hurt Gus. I love Gus.
Yeah.
But I just don't want any of the other opponents in here who know what that is to use it. So those are gone. Third round. I'm going to walk over to Velveteen, and I would like to do like a nice focused arcana check. I want that goddamn true name. Okay, I got up to a 32. I'm going to spend 8 luck points. Can I know Velveteen's true name?
You feel like a bell the size of the sun ringing behind the world, and the sound enters your mind, and the sound is this. It is a disgusting sound. It is the sound of infinite maggots and worms breaking through a casket and eating the idea of the great corpse of all life, and that word is Morbadralbadur.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then to finish off this time stop, and is it a separate roll, or do I need to cast like identify to figure out the nature of Velveteen's tether to both the Queen of Coins and to June?
I feel like with a 40, you can have that, right?
You let me know. I'm trying to set up deals for later. I'll kill everyone in this room when the time stops, but I want to keep Velveteen forever.
Yeah.
The Lady of
Much
Coins
worse.
imprisoned Velveteen in this porcelain body. Velveteen's actual form is this like building-sized swarm of these like Coleoptera, Scutigera centipedes. He's been trapped in this like porcelain spirit body, and but he doesn't understand it. That's all the Lady of Coins put him in there as punishment, because a very long time ago, one of her warlocks was having too much rat shit left in their cabinet, and it was Velveteen that was doing it. And the deal with June is that June is going to to petition the Lady of Coin on Velveteen's behalf, and free Velveteen from this sort of odd body that Velveteen despises.
Amazing. Okay then. To wind down the time stop. I don't know. I know no one else is moving in space and time because I've stopped it, but I do know that spirits, especially ones of like the pressure and breadth of Velveteen's true form and true name, might be able to like bend through this. So I just want to whisper into Velveteen's ear. I'm so sorry. Please give me that true name one more time.
Oh, it's long. Hold on.
We can pretend I said it.
Yeah.
Morbadrul Badawar.
Then I'll lean in and say, Morbadrul Badawar. I did not get it. We're gonna pretend I said that right.
Fine.
I know your name, and I will free you.
No.
Make a deal with me.
Okay.
And then step back and end the time stop. I think I just haul off just as like a bonus action. I'm just gonna hit Marvin one time, but it's like petulant, like don't.
Great. Look, I think technically, Spear, you are out of the charmed condition at this point because you did just go 4 rounds technically. So you're back. But as we return to the top of the order, June, you're not. You've elected to be charmed by Gus. Do your worst, dragon, sheep, witch, dragon, witch.
Yes, for 4 rounds. Here we go. I am going to breathe. I am going to breathe sleep gas on everybody. Everybody go to sleep. Everybody go to sleep. It's a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
Is it a spell?
No, it's a breath weapon.
I rolled a 30. I love this game.
This is great.
Got a 19.
30-20.
23. 23.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
wow. Okay. I'm so sorry to Mage and I'm so sorry to Mage and God, wait.
Marvin.
Wait, who? Marvin, Mage and Marvin. You are sent into slumber. And that is going to be, that is my action. That's what I'm going to do.
Great. Velveteen. Go nuts, big guy. You have just been offered a new deal.
Velveteen fucking brings that sword down on Spear and then stops because the deal he agreed to with the witch was that he would not kill any other party members unless she said to, and he can't do it. He can't hit the wizard.
Oh. That's not a reaction I expected. You don't want to be free? You enjoy your bounce.
Wait. You gotta die.
Why? I'm trying to help.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you like
I
it.
will say, for Velveteen, the storm has broken as far as you are concerned. So if your terms of service were until the storm
is gone, the storm is
where
gone.
Where you are, the storm is gone.
But the storm
And
still exists. The
storm does
problem is still
exist.
here.
Yes, but if we're talking like Fey trickery nonsense, you are not in a part of the storm anymore.
Now, see, that makes a lot of sense. I'm hearing that, and I'm thinking, what does it mean? What does it mean if the storm is broken? Does a storm break all at once in one place? Right? So if the storm is in the process of breaking, and you look up and there's no storm, then wherever you are, the storm is broken. Now that seems prima facie, right? That's prima facie.
Yes.
Prima doing.
What is the witch going to release me from this bargain?
I will say, yes. I will say, Velveteen, strike the enemies of Gus, our one true friend. Strike true.
Man, okay, well, not in my hands anymore. You're dying here, mage. Not you, mage. You, Magus.
And I'm gonna attack Aabria. I
Okay.
can't have people knowing my true name and living.
Okay. I cast
Oh,
shield.
finally, an attack. I knock you 30 feet up into the air. That's
you
going to
hit
be
me?
well, sort of. This is not technically an attack. You got to beat a strength check of 22. You got to beat a strength save.
Sure. $19, but I have the luck points for it. Beats it.
Stupid donators to Medicine Sans Frontier.
Also, I think you see the difference in her. She's fully armored out, and the moment you make contact, you're like, oh, the wizard's solid now. It's different.
All right. Chat,
Megan,
what should I
we
do?
just had a donation of $560, which puts us over the $30,000 goal.
Hey.
Oh my god, thank you!
Incredible. Thank you.
Oh, they're putting in the chat, I gave $560 to see the wizard die. Well, now I gotta do it.
Do what you need to do. Do what is in your heart to do.
I rolled a 31. I attack with a 31.
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, baby. All right. But you already went, so I don't get my surprise attack. I'm also hitting with the hill strike, and my rage damage, and my elemental cleaver doing lightning damage. Come on, give me a big one. That's gonna be 10, 20, 29. Oof.
Yeah.
And then again.
That.
Ooh, does a mere 21 hit?
It does not.
Ooh. With my luck points.
We can go point by point and you can figure out exactly what my armor class is right now.
The luck point system for PvP is perhaps broken. But I use them. And even 30.
Yeah, 30 will do it.
Mistress, as you command, I have done it.
How much more damage to our beautiful spear?
That's all I got. I only get the 2 attacks.
Well, but how much more damage to hit?
Yeah, what was the damage on the 30? The 30 to hit.
Oh, no. It was 30 damage.
Oh.
30 damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You're not down, are you? Are you? No.
Am I down?
No.
Fuck you.
No way.
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
I still got 60 hit points. You think I didn't build this bitch tough?
You said that'll do it. I was like, okay. She's dead, I guess.
No. Oh, okay. That's your
Mage,
ass now. Let's go.
Mage, you are up. Spear, or excuse me, Talus, you are on deck. Yes. Which?
Sorry, as a legendary action at the end of Taylor's turn, I would like to take a tail attack against Mage.
Okay.
I cannot believe it. I am rolling with advantage because they're asleep, but that is a nat 20. That's absolutely wild. That's going to be let's see here. 6, 9, 10, 12 plus 8, 20 points of damage to Mage. But you're awake now.
You're awake now, Mage. And it's your turn. You awake, you fall asleep. A dragon hits you with her tail, excuse me. And you wake up.
Piece of Gus!
Am I still like under the spell, or am I good?
No, you're still under the spell. You're still charmed by Gus.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a 2. Who am I fighting?
That's Marvin.
I'm asleep.
Marvin's asleep. An easy target.
Well, that's how you're gonna get woken up.
You wouldn't fight a guy who's sleeping on the ground, would you?
Mage, I know that I just hit you while you were asleep, but trust me, you must hit Marvin while he is asleep. Use your tail to smash his head in.
So I would like to go into Martin's dream. Using dream. And you are already asleep. So I would like to cast a little picture into your head. Your eyes are closed. You look around and you see nothing but darkness. And as the darkness begins to close around you, you try to run. You see a little bit of light. You just keep running. You keep running, and the light gets smaller and smaller and smaller until finally you see the thing that we have all feared for years and years. And you feel the quicksand around your feet. And you start to melt into the quicksand. And as you're melting into the quicksand, your body is melting and your skin is coming off. And I hope that you enjoy that until the point where it is over your head.
And
I'm having nightmares. I'm having
does-
terrible nightmares.
do they take damage, or
You're
is
gonna
that
have to make a wisdom save and get a
Okay.
17.
Okay. Wisdom, not my best stat.
Oh,
It's actually
it's not me, it's the creepers.
maybe my worst. 15? You said a higher number than that for sure.
Umora?
I did say a higher number than that. All right, and that is 3d6 psychic damage.
Alice, you are up. Krystina, you
Wait,
want
I gotta know how damaged I am.
I know.
Okay.
We technically have 9 minutes left in the stream. I don't know who has a hard out, but kill each other faster.
All right.
Or wild magic is gonna teleport you away.
All right. Do you want me to go ahead and go?
Yes, please.
So Talus is going to look around at everyone, see that there are still tons of people standing. She is going to from beneath the earth and around from outside, you hear the chittering of tiny insects as she casts insect plague and swarming locusts. Phil, how big is everybody around here? Like, what's the radius we're talking?
You're in like a 30-foot-ish area. Everybody kind of moved in together.
Tight. So normally that would be a 20-foot radius, but because I have as part of my meta magic, I can use a sorcery point to expand my range. Because I chose expanded spell, so this is going to hit everybody. And so I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Counterspell.
Ooh.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry, Danielle. I love you
I
so
will
much.
counter that counter spell.
You want to take the damage?
Yes, yes.
I'm so
I will
fucking
counter the
tired of
counter
this witch.
spell.
I'm so tired of her.
So that way, if the counter,
no, you're
counter,
good. Keep,
we
keep
counter
doing what you're doing. Yeah,
Keep
the
going.
spell's
You
going
got-
off.
Okay, great.
You're-
So everybody do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What are we beating?
DC is 19.
And what is this spell that you're casting that I've just allowed to happen by countering the one chance we had to stop it?
Insect plague.
So what's going to happen is this swarm is appearing, and everyone is going to. It's going to be when I roll it, 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so there's a possibility of damage. Instead of rolling a saving throw, Jordan, my contingency spell, which I have set with the trigger of something happening to me I don't like, is going to dimension door me 500 feet straight up.
Great.
My mistress has gone invisible again.
The dragon is gone. Is that a picture wrap on Brennan Lee Mulligan?
Yes, I dimension door away. I vanish from this place. My contingency, and as I vanish into the sky, I call out to everyone and I say, "This has all been a part of healing the world. And what better way to heal the world than by supporting Médicis sans frontières. And I look right into the camera as I flap my mighty wings. For all of you sheeps and dragons and sheeps and witches and dragons all the way down, remember this. June Barrowstone is always with you. And someone take care of my donkey. And I fly off into the sky.
And everyone else rolls or takes 30 points of damage.
Amazing. Brennan,
Farewell, an
thank you so
amazing
much,
streak.
Brennan.
I'm gonna kill the donkey first.
Great.
Oh wait, the
I got
donkey's
a
gonna die
priority
on
on my
bugs.
save.
Yeah, everyone took
Do we
30
take half
damage.
damage on the save?
Half damage on a save, so 15 on a save. I'm so sorry.
You're good. That's the point.
Great.
Also, you're
Marvin.
all covered in bugs. I don't know which one's worse.
Yeah.
Fair.
Velveteen right at home. Marvin, you're up. Spear, you're on deck.
Oh God. I'm awake. Krystina, how much damage did I take from the bad dream that you gave me? You're muted at the moment.
Sorry, I'm sorry for the damage. It was character choice. It's 12 points of damage.
12. Thank you, do. It was a beautiful bad dream.
Marvin, please don't hit me again. I don't know why you did it the first time. Look, you're hot, so I will allow it, but we didn't discuss a safe word before.
I'm charmed by this guy for 8 more rounds.
Okay. Copy.
Don't call anyone else hot around Big Unit. Big Unit's the only hot one here. Don't call anyone else hot.
Okay, I've got to fix this group.
Big Unit, I'm so sorry, Gus. I'm
Sorry
so
that she would say that about someone that's not you. That's
yeah.
I'm gonna kill it.
The only hot.
I think I'm just gonna help my big friend. No, because I'm still concentrating on Sanctuary, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a d6? See who you go after?
I could. Well, because I was gonna haste Gus, but not if I would have to leave him open and vulnerable to attack.
Who would attack him? We all love Gus equally.
Listen, but all of you are giving me bad vibes. I can't leave Gus open to whatever you have going on. Okay, wait. So Sanctuary, if that is concentration, is it?
Probably.
Is it? No. It just lasts
No,
a
it's
minute.
not. Yeah, there's last a minute.
Until Gus attacks somebody.
You can haste Gus.
I'd love to haste Gus.
Great.
Because once he attacks somebody, his sanctuary's gone. But until then.
And he has not done that. He's just chilling. He's watching the show.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that he stays as good and ready as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to haste my good friend Gus.
Great.
And that's kind of what I've got.
Great.
That's an
Here.
action. Artificers are so scary, and there's so many things on this character sheet. I'm simply going to cast a spell and be done.
Fear, do your worst.
Amazing.
You are aware that Gus is an enemy again.
Yes, Gus is an enemy, and I do understand I'm going to get a collective beatdown from the rest of this group if I can't snap them out of it. Would you consider the charm effect a spell effect, even if it was not a spell specifically that cast it?
Yeah, for this I will.
Great. Spear's gonna look over and grab Marvin and pull them close to her and go, we need to focus. And I'm gonna give you a little headbutt, not for damage, but to activate my Helm of Disjunction. 300-foot radius pulse. Everyone's potions and spell scrolls gone, except for mine. Everyone else's, all their magic items suppressed for 1 minute. Any spell effect on anyone gone if even part of you was touching the pulse.
Why?
Oh shit!
Wake up! Wake up!
So with that, I have a question about the Queen of Coins' control over Velveteen. would the Helm of Disjunction have disrupted the like boundary prison of Velveteen?
So yeah, for a minute, Velveteen is free.
Free of the body the Lady of Coin has imprisoned me within?
Yes.
Oh, Hachimachi.
And this also, I think it seems like this also caused Mage to vanish from existence.
Completely.
She was so magical from the storm that you dispelled Mage.
We got a $2,000 donation. All magic is gone forever. Krystina died. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So much happening.
Amazing.
She went to that great big cafe in the sky.
She's back. That was not a permanent jump.
There we go.
Okay.
Amazing. So yeah, that hits. So I think everyone has snapped out of their love of Gus.
Yep.
But I do like, I'll let go of Marvin and then look over at Velveteen. Their love of Gus. Yep. But I do like, I'll let go of Marvin and then look over at Velveteen.
What am I hearing?
Oh no, I think someone has an echo. I think it's Krystina.
It's
Something
Krystina.
has happened.
It's okay. It's a
When you
remix.
left and came back, we got lots of audio. Great. That is Gus's turn. You watch. I'll say this. You watch those 4 runes that were on Gus. Were ink demons formed into spells. They all fall off as they are dispelled and are now like crawling around useless on the ground. So
wait, if that had happened, can I spend the rest of my turn then? I'm going to walk over and step on each one and absorb them into my armor.
Absolutely, you can. You pull in an absorb elements, a counterspell, a hellish rebuke, and a shield. Little ink demons.
Sweet.
But that does mean you're next to Gus for his turn. And
go.
Gus punches. Gus does punch. Because why not?
Would Gus still be hasted, or does your disjunction helmet?
Oh,
make
It would have.
Gus loses haste and is out for a turn.
Yeah, because he's unhasted.
Gus is so slow.
Fun.
It did everything. June is
Look, we have a
flying.
big.
Flying back to her cottage. Velveteen, you are free.
Velveteen's the biggest problem here.
You are no longer contained by a porcelain body. You are bugs and nasty.
You're welcome.
The little cage door on the bird cage goes, and through it is a fire hose of spirit insects, a jumble of this billion-legged brown bodies in this townhouse-sized writhing mass. The smell is the smell of an open grave. It is profoundly sickening and disgusting to be in the spiritual presence of Morbin Bralblador is horrific and bad and sad. This is every rotten egg anyone has ever stabbed into cleaning out the farmhouse. This is every time you stepped in dog shit. This is every time your lover had bad breath. This is just like decay and filth and excess in front of you. But his magic sword is fucking... Oh, hungry boy! Oh my god! And now his voice is like 1,000 voices. It is somehow better? I don't know. Oh, hungry boy! Okay, mistress, don't say anything if I'm allowed to act upon my own free will at this time.
Silence.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah. Go nuts, Velveteen.
Well, my weapon is gone.
Yep.
Okay.
I would say,
oh, shit.
Velveteen, you
wait,
have
we're
a
not
moment.
Charmed, right?
You are not charmed.
All right, we're not sure. Ooh, Velveteen, this wet. Oh God, I'm grossing myself out. Ugh. The wet.
You
mass
can
is,
stop.
like, looking. Stop what?
being gross.
No, dude,
Anytime.
Velveteen's up in here. Velveteen's
Yep,
inside of me
that's
now.
fair.
This is who
Go
I
get-
am.
Go get Gus.
Velvet. Okay, the wizard knows my true name, but I'm supposed to get the spine. But the wizard also freed me from Gus's enchantment. Oh, boy, Velveteen, what do we do? This is a tough one. Oh, if only I can ask Hungry Boy, but I can't.
Velveteen flips a coin in his mind. I'm gonna roll a d20, and if it's odds, I'm gonna kill the wizard. It's a 2. Okay. I rush to Spear's aid.
All right. Yeah, come on. Okay, fine. What do you want me to do? I'm yours now.
Look, I think you can still wield your sword. It's just 1,000 bugs carrying a sword.
Great. Yeah. Then what can I do? And 1,000 bugs raise the sword.
There's other bugs there. Maybe they can help with the sword.
Oh, those
Do
guys
what
fucking
you
suck.
need to
We
do,
don't
but
even let
don't-
them into the bug bar. No.
Finish Gus.
They never buy the drinks. They always say, I'll get the next one. And then when you look around, it's their turn. Those bugs are fucking gone.
They come in, the locusts drink all your booze, and they never get the next round.
Rude.
I am now under your control
Yeah.
as you are the knower of my true name. You now.
Yes.
What do you want me to do?
Destroy Gus. Bring me the spine.
Will do.
Ooh, 21 on Gus.
Hits.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
And he can't cast shield anymore.
Has Gus taken an action in combat?
Yes.
Okay. Then I don't get one.
Oh, if it's something special, then no, he hasn't. Because I thought it was.
Great.
Yeah, he has not. He just stood there and watched.
Okay, then I do 43
Not there's
points of
anything wrong with
damage to
that.
Gus.
Yeah. You do. I'm sorry.
He
How
likes
much?
to watch.
43.
Okay.
Let's go.
Gus is hurt, but like, he's made a rock.
I'm using my luck point to reroll my next attack.
Great.
Oh, 24 hits.
It does.
Let's go.
36 points of damage to Gus.
Great. You carve 1,000 bugs
I'm
carrying
not
a
done.
giant
I'm not
flesh-eating
fucking done.
sword.
No.
Carves into
Yes.
Gus.
No.
Keep going.
And then I
Yes.
knock Gus 30 feet up in the air.
Great.
Gus has
I
got
think
to pass a 22 DC strength check.
I think for the sake of this, we'll say that Gus fails because he lost haste, and so he is out for a turn. He automatically fails it.
Yes. All right. So then he flies
is
30
thrown
feet up in the
prone.
air,
Yes.
comes down, takes 30 feet of falling damage, and then is now prone.
Great. He is prone.
Oh.
Mage, there is a prone Gus. You are back to yourself.
Well, I am back to myself, and I'm going to go over and I will cast. Why did it just go? I'm so sorry. That's not an action. That was a free action. That was just absurd. Oh, got it. I'd like to cast Ray of Sickness.
Great.
And I would like to give him the tummy troubles. I will shoot a greenish ray at a creature, make a ranged spell attack. On hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and has the poison condition until the end of the next turn.
Great. Roll your attack.
That is 36 points.
Cool. That hurt Gus. His green eyes turn greener as he gets real sick to his rock stomach and is poisoned. That is going to be Talus, then Marvin. Can I go to the bathroom before I die and you all just keep killing Gus?
You go to the bathroom.
Great,
You
he's
go
got
to the
an-
bathroom before you die.
You
Yeah.
gotta
He's
get
got
a
an-
streaming jug.
Yeah, I did think about it,
gotta
but I
get a
decided
streaming
that would.
jug.
Yeah, you know what? You guys vamp. We made $32,000.
Which is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
He can buy 2.
So Gus has
Amazing.
ideas, and he's
Okay.
uncomfortable. So now he excuses himself, and we all sit and we talk about what just happened. Because why are we fighting, y'all?
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
because
sucked.
Gus did it. Gus
Gus
made
did it.
us fight.
Yeah, but what did you do when Gus was making us fight? I feel like you have a certain level of
Me?
I feel like you have a certain level of control over yourself that a lot of us don't. possess. So,
A lot of
I don't
discipline.
know. I just think you might have enjoyed that personally.
Oh, not one little bit. My closest comrade beat me half to death.
I'm really sorry about that. Also, there wasn't a good time to apologize until right now.
All good.
Do you want to heal?
I'm okay right now. Thank you so
You
much.
sure?
You're so kind.
We should all heal.
Um,
While
After
Jordan's
though.
gone.
I would gladly.
While Jordan's
Will
gone,
that
everybody
roll
uses 11
That's
potions
100%.
of healing.
Yeah. My two biggest
Listen, I
allies
just
right
don't
now
think we should hear
damn
you.
near killed me. So I wouldn't say I'm having a great time. Just that I'm a little more resilient than one would expect from a wizard. Thank God.
Listen,
so
we don't need to carry that trauma into what comes next. I feel like we need to
Sure.
take this opportunity to heal because otherwise we're going to be continuously beefing for the rest of this time, and I'm not okay with that.
We don't have to keep beefing. I'll use like if we're doing it, I'll use all 100 points of my lay on hands on myself.
Chad is asking
You have
what's in my
11
drink.
greater healing potions.
We do all have a million.
Oh, I have potions.
Yeah.
None of
So
you
many
know I have
potions.
potions still.
I healed up.
Mine
I
are
drink
all-
all my potions.
No,
can
your
heal
potions
all
are
of
all
you.
gone. Everyone's
Yeah,
potions
your
are gone.
potions exist, but ours have
My
been
potions exist. All of your
disintegrated.
potions. All of them are gone.
For everyone
I'm like
without a
made of
potion.
magic, by the way. I don't know what you just did to me.
Hi. Look, we
I'm-
both have apologies
Hi.
we're gonna make.
Daddy Jordan.
Yes.
Hey, so is Gus still flying? Like
Gus
in
was
the air?
Was he? Did I say he
Wasn't
was
Gus
flying?
lifted?
Landed.
Wasn't Gus lifted?
Oh, no,
he's
he's
on the
prone.
ground now?
He's prone.
Yeah,
He's prone.
he's
now,
prone.
Yeah. He was
I'll
hurled
drink
into
all
the air and then fell.
Oh, great. But that seemed to work. So I'm gonna do that again, and I'm gonna cast reverse gravity.
Incredible.
And so that's gonna I focused on Gus. And so he can make a dex save of 19. And if not, he can't. All right. Well then he's going to bounce up and hit the ceiling. And then there is a ceiling, so then he's gonna come right back down.
Great.
And
I did say it was 90 feet, so it's going to be a lot of falling damage.
yeah. What is? Oh no, that's just control. Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that then. That's just control. He doesn't take any damage. We want damage. Sorry, my bad.
No, he's falling
This
for
is
90
my first
feet.
time
He
playing a
takes his-
sorcerer.
He's falling for 90 feet. He'll
Okay,
take.
then he takes.
And is that 96?
What should I roll?
Right? 96.
Mhm.
96 of
Yeah.
ouch damage.
96 of ouch damage.
Let's make it 10.
Perfect,
Let's say he
so-
takes he hits the ceiling and falls back down. Make it the max. Hit 10d6 of
Terminal
Gorgeous.
velocity.
So that is going to be 28.
Great. Gus is Gus is not looking great, gang. Gus is starting to crack. His rocks are not meant for
I can't
this.
believe I thought this guy was so hot. Still
Yeah.
big though. Still real big.
He's got the beautiful green eyes, but the rest of it, yeah, you're not. Arms are too long, honestly. Marvin.
What's 2?
That is you. Then Spear,
me.
you were up after Marvin.
You would tell me that Gus is made out of inorganic material, yes?
I would indeed, yes.
Fantastic. I would like to shatter him at 5th level.
Cool.
Let's go.
Because I've only got up to level 5. All you with your fancy 9th level stuff. We don't do that over here.
What's Gus rolling?
Gus is rolling a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage on
That's
account of
right,
how he's made of
because
rocks.
He is inorganic. So that 19 turns into a 9. What is his con? Here's the problem with making your own monster. It is an 18. I'm so sorry. He is made of rock. He is still strong.
Yeah, well, he had to beat a 19.
Well, then he didn't.
Silly goose, you didn't ask for your DC first.
Hey, Jordan, we're all making our own monsters. It's fine. We're all making our own monsters.
Taylor especially.
I want respect. Does life have meaning, Daddy? Love me.
Give me that good damage. Spear, you send
is-
some nightmare my way.
31 kabloom damage.
Great. Is it doubled because of he's a
I don't think
constructed
so. I think
boy
it
as
was just
well?
disadvantage on this
disadvantage. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Calbit's not the first time Taylor has called me daddy. All right, let's go, gang.
That was Velveteen.
Amazing. Let's run this back one more time. Disintegrate.
Cool.
Ew.
What's his save?
I need it. It's a DC 22. Thank you for that, that extra good arcane focus. DC 22 deck save.
Well, with a 4 on the die, he's not gonna make it.
Oh no. It's 10d6 plus 40.
That
Do you want me to
seems-
roll it? Or
You're gonna
do you want to
disintegrate
just
the
take the
staff.
average?
Whatever you would like to do.
Yeah, sorry. With the disintegrate, is the staff like a thing attached to Gus? Or like are they essentially the same thing? Like is the staff
Attached.
part of Gus?
Attached.
Attached. Okay, then I'm just gonna melt. I'm
The
gonna
staff
disintegrate.
appears to have created Gus as a defense mechanism.
Incredible. Okay, hold on. I could just roll these. I got this. Good roll. 92 total points.
Cool. Gus is still standing, but not by much, gang. He looks real bad. You just carve a hole straight through his chest, and now you can see like the spine. You could just reach through him and grab the spine.
That's what I'm doing the rest of my turn. Like, there it is. And I'm just gonna be slowly walking forward, assuming everyone else is gonna finish him off.
Cool. June is another. I think what's a brass dragon's fly speed? Like 120. June is so far away, flying back to her cottage. Velveteen.
Ooh, Velveteen.
Take us home, baby.
Yeah.
Don't take the staff of Mother Mole, and don't make my new master mad.
He's whacking away, baby. Actually, no, at first I knock him up in the air.
Great.
Yep. That's
Fails.
30 feet of falling damage, and he's double prone. All right.
He hits,
34
but then he
hit?
rolls over.
Yeah. Now the spine is facing you. Sorry, what did you say?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the spine facing me?
Yeah.
I use my second attack. Well, no, my first attack, 34 hits, I would imagine.
Yes. Yep.
We're
Sure does.
looking at 40 damage.
Great. He's real bad.
I'm going to try and grapple that spine and pull it out of him.
Great. I love that.
Ooh.
I guess this will be contested strength. He is strong.
Contested, yeah. Or acrobatics. Let's be fair.
Yeah, let's do contested acrobatics. I love that for us.
I built this character for this one stat, and this is the first time I'm getting to roll it. Yes.
Yay!
I have a 23. I
don't think that's going to beat a 39.
Yeah, it doesn't. Cool. So you all watch as 1,000 bugs punt a Rockman into the air, stab him with a sword, and then form like a horrible Bigby's hand of bugs and rip the spine off of Gus.
You didn't say Bugby's hand, and that's crazy.
It is crazy. Look, I'm so sweaty already, gang.
You're crushing it.
You rip the spine off. It goes toppling into the sand. And all of you are sort of standing there staring at this spine that is in the sand. Gus is dead, as he no longer has something to animate him. We can stay in initiative. I don't know how the spine system is. I don't know how spine division is going to end for this group.
Does that count as long division?
Yes.
Long back division.
Ah, nice.
Too bad Brennan is gone and his love of longbacks. violence. Anyway,
Violence.
Upsetting.
Are we out of initiative?
Can be, or I look. This is up to you. How you all would like to determine what to do with this spine.
I'm happy to exit initiative.
Great.
And we present that with the thing to Madam Mole. And
Oh, she's gone.
and
She's long
assign
dead.
her-
Wait, you're gonna.
This is
Why would you give it back? I want to have this conversation. Why give it back?
No, I want her to come back and visit us. She sent us and asked us to do a thing. I want her to get over here, and I want her to say a posthumous thank you.
Oh, I can do that.
You want the dead old, you want the dead old lady to tell you good job?
What was I remember? I know her true name.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
Can I
feel
simply
great?
summon her here?
You speak Balakash's true name.
Yeah.
She hobbles out and looks to you, and she says, "Oh, you've stopped the storm, and you, Brother Velveteen, are free. Wonderful. I
Got a
didn't like-
feeling that it's temporary.
And then he's sucked back into the porcelain body.
Oh, clank, clank, fuck.
and she says,
Hey, Mother Mole, you got something to say to Mage over there?
Mage, darkness everywhere, sunlight broken, dreams shattered, life begins." And as she snaps twice, the spine breaks into, how many people are left? 5 pieces. And let's do a really quick epilogue. As each of you see this spine break apart, Marvin, in this spine, as you saw it, it was a column surrounded by sand. And you are suddenly... The power that this holds, what a group of wizards could do with it if they channeled it. And what better love letter than a spear in the desert, a citadel for the wizards. And you will never be remembered as the architect of this. But your love letter will live. A spear, both EAR and IR. Mage, you've moved past just spoken words. You've moved to music as well. And getting here, you know that your songs will echo throughout history. And this path that you took, this stormy path, this rain road, will bring about generations of joy and mirth and darkness all together. Alice, a Gauthmai sorcerer is nothing without their house, a royal bloodline. Yours turned your back on you. Why would you go back? You will start your own bloodline that will be so bright it will blot out everyone else. A solar bloodline of sorcerers. Velveteen, with this, you think you could break the coin of the Lady of Coins, her curse on you. It will take likely all of this power that you hold in your hands, but you can snap it. Your body will be free. And you see standing behind you 2 deformed, awful bug spirits. One named Havoc, one named Cedric. And they gesture for you to come with them, to return home, no longer shadow-bound to this world. that you can mingle your bugs together in ecstasy? Question mark.
Ecstasy.
Safe
Yes.
word is
No
Gus.
You could take Gus if you would like.
No, gross. I hate that guy.
No, the
That sucks.
safe word is
Fuck Gus.
Gus.
Fuck
The safe word is Gus.
Safe
Yes.
word is
Yep. Perfect. Spear. You hold a power with you that will. You could shape this citadel if you would like, but Spear doesn't want limelight or glory. No, you will find a place to carve out for your own. A collection that you can draw on. And as a name I'm sure you have not heard for decades escapes your lips.
Ina Kassoff.
Valentina
Real
Kassoff,
name.
Spear's true name. As you bring into your mind what this power could hold. And that's where we'll end our session.
We did it.
We
So
did
good,
it.
Jordan.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so
Good
glad
job,
everyone
Jordan.
lived. I'm so glad everyone lived because I had all of those and I didn't know what Brennan's was going to be, so it's even better.
Hey.
Because I assumed Brennan would get like real nasty, and then I could turn him into Grimoire, and was going to do like a whole like you have blood on your lips, you want more of it, a deep growl, like you'll transform yourself.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that was what Brennan's witch would do. So it's better that she flew away forever. Thank you all so much for joining
Defying
me.
gravity, as it were.
Yes, she hit that
Amazing.
high note and sailed back to her cottage. We've raised $32,235.69 for Doctors Without Borders. Absolutely incredible. Thank you to Worlds Beyond Number and Unprepared Casters and everybody else, but like those incredible communities that have come together to donate so much money. Obviously, huge thanks again to Amelia for doing everything. Yeah, everything. Buy their book. This is why I did these at the beginning. Cait and Ashley, Those Girls Press, go buy all of their things. I mean, look at the beautiful art. It was too beautiful. And Julia Stark did the beautiful like drawing of all of us together that was so wonderful and lovely. And remember, I didn't pay any of these people. They did this all for free. So that's even more reason. Yeah, I did. I'm so sorry. We actually are only at $20,000 because Aabria does have a $12,000 fee for appearances.
That's her per diem for food. Yeah.
Yes, Falcon. Thank you so
I
much
get
for.
hungry.
Yes, thank you for running the behind the scenes. Absolutely incredible. I guess cut the feed. No, thank you everybody. This was amazing. Does anyone have anything that you want to plug? The Fireside, Worlds Beyond Number, Unprepared Casters, also a Patreon that you should join. I thought I did do that. Did I not? I think I did it. Go watch Goblin Mode. It's so good.
Yeah. Amazing.
And
Hold on. I have a stinger.
Okay, I was gonna say read every
Is
Star Wars
Marvin
book that's
single?
ever existed. Is Marvin single?
I mean, they don't have to be for long. They don't-
Yeah. Yeah, I think we build a little internal, like, what will be the Citadel, like the first, like, Nepo baby legacy line. Marvin and Spear, let's go.
Oh, those children are going to be beautiful.
Oh my God, they're so cute. And they do war crimes.
Yeah.
All of them. They're inventing new ones.
2 new ones as we speak.
Absolutely
sorry.
amazing. No, the perfect way to end our wizard and artificer share a smooch holding a chunk of spinal cord. Gang, that's
what
it.
love is.
I don't know. It can't get any better than that. Thank you all so much. Bye. Cut the feed.